Yeah.
We're back.
Y'all ready?
We're back. Y'all ready for this? Let's go.
We got a lot to go through, folks. So here we go. Let's R it.
Two flag channels for that. And I really do hope all these people get their channels back. And I hope YouTube restores everything. It's not okay. It's very fucked up. So anyway, in my attempt to try,
what should happen to Mel?
You know, I was like, oh well, they should get their channels back. Well, we're probably not. Right? That's probably unrealistic. So now, what's going to happen to the people who made this shit happen? Right? Oh, they should just be allowed to walk away like nothing ever fucking happened. Fuck that. But she doesn't have any consequences for them because she doesn't want them to have consequences because she wants to get paid by them. By the way, we got Ziggy for 50 subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you, Ziggy, man. Appreciate that massive fucking drop. God damn. 9 hours in. Let's go.
Swinging cod for a sub. And Blanker says, Chrissie's husband, Frank, has tried to flag and take down Steel Toe, Chad Zumick, and various Clipper channels of Christie. I believe it. And I've seen, like, at least I've seen the evidence of her taking down the clip channels and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, I don't know whether these were valid DMCA takedowns or not, or if it was just bitch-made bullshit or what the fuck. I need to get more information for the Chrissie Mayr dossier. But, like, I'd like to hear from Zumok and Steel Toe as to whether this really is the case, if she was flagging them down or not. Like,
we're joining the Dabbleverse. Kidding. I'm kidding. It's crazy. Thank you, Ziggy. Thank you, Ziggy.
To have a normal stream. I have some guests.
You're swinging cod for a sub. Let's go.
Oh my God. All right. Maybe I should get to some super chats before I do that because I just want to blow through this. Gary Carpenter, hail mods. You're going to need some moral support tonight. Still love Chrissy and
what a cherry pick super chat right away.
Mistakes were made. Thank you, Gay. Chaz.
Thank you, Gay.
Chaz. Playing stupid won't help you or make you fertile. Good to know. Aided
so
clock.
Then it's like a cherry pick,
caught sweeping
like the most offensive troll super chat she could to then paint everybody in that way. Right? Reading the $2 one like that.
Yeah. You know, you actually make a point there. Swinging cod for another sub. Let's go, swinging cod. And JoJo San for 5 subs.
For 5 subs.
Let's fucking go. By the way, over 1,000 new followers today.
Holy.
People are digging up your
like literally over 1,000. That's crazy.
The lies, all for a drunkard who betrayed his oldest friends and deleted his Twitter in a crash out. Welcome home. Thank you.
Welcome home.
Phil my crack.
Nothing
How was your weekend? Orange. Daniel Moore. Don't bring on Nina. Iran, please God.
Oh, there we go. There's way more super chats than she brings. Don't bring on Nina, like just to insult her. Or her not sweeping
all right.
for you.
Hi, Jerry. Hi, Kim. Hi.
By the way, poor Cherry, who shouldn't have been even in this show.
No. Well, in Chrissy's mind, how this was supposed to go down, she was going to give her opening statement that was supposed to be a couple minutes and then discuss this with Brittany and the panel for a few minutes. And then inside 10 or 15 minutes, it would have blown over. And then there was supposed to be a whole other show. I'm pretty sure the stream was called, like, Let's Briefly Discuss Oranges, something like that. And that's what she thought, that it was all going to just be easy. Everyone would believe her lies, sweep it up for her. How she believed that, I don't really know. But that's what she thought. And that's why Cherry was there. So.
Okay.
Girls, I don't know the extent to which, like, you care or no. But anyway, hello. Sorry.
Well, Kimberly actually knows a lot.
And
I know a lot of people.
Kimberly felt quartering.
You know, at first, everybody's like, who the fuck is this bitch? She's retarded and she's annoying. But she actually.
Like, Kim. I was cheering Kim's name in my house, like screaming.
I brought the orange chair for support.
Orange chair.
Yeah, well,
You could tell
Why is
Kim's
it so
ready.
awkward?
Kim's ready, bro.
how was my weekend? How was Mother's Day? Mother's Day is always awesome when you're
Happy
pregnant.
Mother's Day. I didn't.
The
Happy
word
Mother's
weekend,
Cuts
by
her
the way,
off.
is ruined for me. You know that? I laugh whenever I hear the word weekend.
Day.
And Venti is here. And Venti is here. Hi, Venti. Hi, Venti.
Hi.
Happy
I have
Mother's
to. So really quick, it wasn't a privacy complaint. It was that Jeremy had threatened to get his non-Indian YouTuber representative, to strike the Kino Casino. He said he would take everything, and then he was publicly endorsing it.
Just Venti
And,
pointing out right off the bat that Chrissie obviously didn't educate herself as to what went on.
Mhm.
I think she's intentionally muddying the waters and obfuscating, and that she knows everything and is feigning ignorance even still. That's my belief.
Oh, 100%.
So it wasn't a privacy complaint.
Okay.
That's true.
And then also, it's not about like guilt by association. It's that
Exactly.
Melanie was defending Jeremy's actions, not really addressing them, and then
Yep.
reframing it as, well, it's just because the hater trolls, SJWs, whatever, and people who had legitimate criticism, rightfully so, of him trying to deplatform people that you were co-hosted with on FNT, him coming for me and everybody else, that's wrong. And Melanie is essentially co-signing it and not really addressing it on stream.
That's the thing
and
too about this tactic that Chrissie does. It's the same thing that the left does or leftists will do, where they pretend not to know anything. They pretend not to understand anything. And so therefore you have to constantly explain every single thing that's going on. And then they contest at every turn with obfuscation and feigned ignorance, every single thing you do in order to make discourse impossible.
Mhm.
And that's Chrissie's tactic, is she doesn't want a genuine discussion on this. She just wants the waters muddied as much as possible.
And then at the end of it all, they try to minimize it by going, well, like, listen, like, that's internet bullshit. It's like,
yeah, and it's all too complicated for any of us to understand.
I gotta realize.
Well, not
I
if
touch
you are
grass.
actually being I touch grass. What do you not touch grass? It's just like, okay, fuck
Any
you.
problem you have on the internet now, it's like, oh, do you touch grass? It's like, well, we're talking about the non-grassed portion of my life right now, but okay.
reframing it like it's just trolls. And I don't think it's fair to say that it's just guilt
not.
by association.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But she also, like, Melanie comes off extremely manipulative in this whole
No, I think Kimberly was fucking Kino here. Like, instantly, she was like, bang.
situation.
Yes, thank you, Kim.
Well, as Chrissy said in the intro,
Get her,
she
Kim.
said that Melanie was kind of
But
saying, "Oh,
notice
it's
how
enough."
Chrissie doesn't ever address any of this stuff. Like, she just lets them
she's
talk.
no, dude, she's mad.
Well, yeah.
Look at her.
But the thing is, Chrissie will constantly pretend like she didn't hear the points that they make and refuse to answer direct questions throughout this
Mhm.
entire thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, she's just seething.
Burger type of thing versus,
Here comes the
Nina
cult sip.
had messaged Chrissy about it. She had the stream about it where Nina showed the screenshot of the tweet from Jeremy that said that he was coming for my scalp, Yellow Flash, and a few other people. And Chrissy's coworker,
saw that,
parenthesis
Chrissy.
S, more than one.
Mhm.
But anyway, so Chrissy had seen this, and when I saw this after I got off the phone, Chrissy, and she had gotten done telling me like, well, I didn't know stuff, and then I see that stream where Nina is breaking the entire thing down, where, hey, like Jeremy.
Wait, Chrissy doesn't even care. She's got
No.
her answer already in her head. She has the
It's going in one ear and out the other.
Literally.
There's no actual good faith discussion here. It's just, how do I shut this down? How do I deflect this? How do I move on?
exactly.
Platform people. Here's a screenshot of the tweet of him going after Brittany, Yellow Flash, and other people. And then it's like, well, I didn't know. It's like, well, in my opinion, to Chrissy, as I said on the phone to her, I think it was more than enough information. And I get and
Mhm.
Chrissie is being honest when she's saying that she has a lot of in real life stuff going on. Like, I'm
See,
going to be
I
honest
don't
and
like
fair.
that Venti is actually giving her this amount of grace and this amount of charity when she knows right well that Chrissie has lied to her face multiple fucking times. And I think she should have just said, you lied, you were told, you knew all of this. Why are you pretending like you didn't know? But
I think Venti was trying to get Chrissie to admit it herself.
Mhm.
Like, she's like,
I think
listen, this is what I know. Could you, like, it's almost like, come on.
the truth is, though, for the audience that they're speaking to, which is primarily a female audience, Venti is going about it with the right tactics. Like, if you come in and start screaming at her and she's a horrible lying cunt, you're probably also just going to get booted from the stream as well.
Exactly.
Like, she was gonna boot me within fucking 5 minutes because that's what I was just going to scream at her. Like, do you have maybe 2 minutes?
Wouldn't have
Do you
been
have
fine.
dementia?
It would not
Like,
have been.
She does. And obviously she doesn't want to like talk about it online. But anyway, so it's like this inconsistency. And it's like, one more thing. Specifically, Nina had sent a message to you, Chrissie, on the day that you had Melanie on. And she said, well, Chrissie, you're going to ask Melanie about Jeremy. And then you didn't respond to it. So I understand where you're.
She did this whole pity parade about her kid and her dad and her personal life so that if Venti did press her hard, then Venti looks like a monster that's making fun of somebody that's going through a hard time, right? So disgusting, this shit.
It actually is. And by the way, pretending that you didn't see Nina's DM, which by the way, Chrissie has her red receipts on. So Brittany saw the check mark. Fucking Nina saw the check mark, I think. And it's just like,
yeah.
Okay.
You're saying, I didn't connect the Jeremy thing was connected Melanie, but Nina connected it for you and had explained it 2 weeks prior. And then 2 weeks before that, you responded to Melanie's tweet.
Exactly.
So that I don't understand how it's the case that you didn't connect it. And I think that's how other people view it too.
And I totally understand how people are viewing it. I did not connect all of Jeremy's drama and bullshit to Melanie. I did not. When I interviewed
her, Nina did and told you. But Nina did and told you. Like,
you have,
what are we doing here?
The most hated man on the internet right now is co-host who backs him at every turn is hopping on your show. And you don't put 2 and 2, dude.
Speak on these other topics, and I didn't think she was responsible for what Jeremy did, if that makes sense.
No one said
so when Nina messaged you, what did you think?
I wish that I had, like I said earlier, I dropped the ball. I should have recalled that conversation with Nina. And again, it shouldn't reflect poorly on you or Nina. Like, we tried to warn you again. Insane. Like, no one should be giving you shit. You guys are not my.
It doesn't reflect poorly on them. It reflects poorly on you. And to try and deflect it as though somehow in some way it would reflect poorly on them is crazy. It really is.
Like, in charge of my content, so nobody should be giving you a hard time, or like associating you poorly with me. Oh, we tried to tell her. Like, I'm so embarrassed that I didn't recall that conversation with Nina from 2 weeks ago.
When she says, I didn't recall, it gets so lawyerly. Like, she doesn't say, I didn't remember. I forgot. I didn't recall.
She brought it up.
It's like,
she knew, literally.
She brought it up to Nina on the 22nd.
Well, Nina started talking about it, and then Chrissie went, oh, you mean how he flagged people? Mm-hmm. You confirmed the details. You were excited to talk about it.
I mean,
and now I don't recall.
Like I said, I have a lot going on, and
well, then somebody here is saying she's not talking about the 2-week conversation. She's talking about Nina's warning about Mel. Like, come on, you didn't recall. Like, and Nina warned her multiple times. She talked about it publicly on stream, privately after the stream on the 22nd, and then hours before she was bringing Melanie Mac on. So, like, there's really no excuse.
Yeah, Adaptis In chat says, everyone here watching, take notes. Never do this.
It's
Well, I
not.
don't know many people
I
that
should've-
would act this fucking retarded.
Well, I don't know how, like, you would
Like-
know you would be caught in 5 seconds. Like, even
Well,
if
she
you
thinks
wanted
that
to
she's
lie.
smarter than everyone else. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're not. You're actually very dumb.
Even if you wanted to lie, you'd go, well, this is not going to work. I can't do it this way.
Had all, crossed all my T's, dotted all my I's. I should have,
Yeah.
I should have
So
been more.
you-
I'm thinking I'm just talk to her about what I want to talk to her about, which is my conversion, which is not something I have to research because I just went through it. And her
But you
getting
said there was conflicting things, right? That Melanie was saying oh, it's a nothing burger, essentially, right? But Nina 2 weeks had told you otherwise. So if you're saying that you had her on anyway because there was a confliction, then that doesn't make sense to say that therefore you didn't
No, it
know.
does.
But even if we did assume that, right? And it's you just didn't remember from 2 weeks ago, even though it's serious, I think that would be something to remember when he's saying he's going to go after me and he's already deplatformed people. I think that's on your responsibility, especially because we've known each other a long time and we worked together a long time to take something like that seriously. And when Nina's telling you as your friend, so
But
she even told you the day
my
of, she told you
And one
before
friend
she
is
had
saying,
her
"Look
on.
into it," and one friend is saying it's a nothing burger. It's like that cancels each other out. And then
All
when in
right.
my
No, it
tweet,
doesn't.
I was
All
like,
right.
"What's going on with
All right,
Jeremy?"
then
Everyone's like,
all right, then have Melody on and get felted.
"He's a cuck. He's a cuck." It's like I'm not
Stop.
interested
He
in
is a
his
cuck.
love life. Okay, I think anybody can understand.
It's not just about his personal life. Like,
The fucking
come on. Like, it's obviously about
I
the
actually hate
deplatforming.
this
Like,
so
it's-
much, dude.
She just pretends to not understand what it's about, and it's just. I
These are
got so
conflicting
mad. Like, I just wanted to be on here so bad. I wanted to yell at her so badly. Like, I think it was around this point when I realized that no justice was ever going to be done, that she was going to get away with this shit. And I got so angry.
By the way, how does it cancel it out? You have one friend going, nothing's wrong. And the other friend's like, dude, read the internet. Everyone hates this bitch. It will fuck you. How does that cancel it out?
Using messages, and the friend I'm about to do a stream with is saying it's no big deal. So I'm kind of going to go with that because that is who I'm going to
yeah.
speak
What?
with.
But your other friend who's like, this is very toxic. There's flagging involved. You don't go again.
I
It's
can't
bullshit.
believe that she really thought anyone would buy this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
If that makes sense. Again,
Yeah,
like,
no, I see what you're saying, but if you're saying that
I knew everything I knew now,
conflicting-
and like putting all the dots together, and I have spent so much time these last few days literally
No, you
ignoring
haven't.
my toddler to the point where he's
No.
in tears.
What?
Oh my
Why would you
fucking
admit
God.
that? Why would you admit that?
Wait, what?
So you've admitted that you're neglecting your child to the point where your kid is crying for internet drama, but you still can't get it right?
Yeah, exactly.
Really? You still think it was a privacy complaint? Like you have no idea what's going on? This is crazy.
So,
How do you think that makes you look good? Is to say that you're a neglectful mother? That like your child was
No.
crying
Well,
out
she's
for
try-
you?
what she's trying to say here is she's trying to imply that everyone else,
It's our
made
fault she
her-
abused her child. That's
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
It's our fault she
Our
neglected
fault.
her child. Fuck off.
yeah, that's what she's trying to say. Blame all of
And
us.
making a fucking fit.
No, don't call
But
CPS.
mommy's gotta
That's
get up
insane.
no, it's
people
retarded.
saying
Don't do that.
That's
You know
during
what I
drama,
mean? But
so-
like,
That's insane.
you
Don't do
shouldn't
that.
make up excuses like this because it's probably not even true what she's saying. But she's trying to paint everybody as the bad guys fucking bullying her and shit.
Well, fuck you, bitch.
Tough shit. Watch Sesame Street, and that's what we had to do. These
What?
What?
drama. So tough shit. Watch Sesame.
Wait,
Heaven
so wait,
forbid your
but you
kid
had-
watch Sesame Street.
So
Like,
you-
holy
yeah,
fuck.
First of all, secondly, it's like, wait, you made your kid, you neglected them, and you still didn't realize why everyone's mad and how to handle it? And didn't any
the
of
way,
your
I thought-
friends tell you how to handle it, like in chat, like
I
in
thought
DMs?
she said no screens, but then she's making the kid watch Sesame Street. The implication, by the way, is that we're abusing her children. Like, that we're forcing her kid to have screen time and be neglected and their mom taken away. It's like, just tell everybody to fucking pound sand then.
Yeah.
Like, your kid comes first. Fuck this shit.
Sesame
What's
Street.
wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we had to do these last few days. So again,
Chrissy,
if I-
I'm
if I
really
had
sorry
it
that
together
happened.
like I did today, back then, it would have been a completely different interview.
I just
But
wish
when
she
you're
said,
saying stuff like that,
what
it
does
makes
it
it
have to
sound
do with anything? No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
like, well, dang, I have to like take accountability here. And it's like, you know, you open the stream with I was bullied into it. And I don't think anybody would want you to say anything you don't mean if you're bullied into this.
Exactly.
Like, who's bullying you into this? And
Yeah, who
all I'm
is?
saying
Nina,
is that there
open
was a
Twitter.
conflict with Nina telling you about Melanie the day of in the message. Hey, you're going to ask about Jeremy.
Yeah, I didn't see that
So
message
there's
before
that.
I streamed with
No one
Melanie.
believes
I was
you.
focusing
No one believes you.
on Melanie and these issues that I'm dealing with. It was literally taking place the whole morning of before I streamed.
How does someone lie so much, get caught in all these lies, and still continue to lie, thinking that we're all believing it? It
Mhm.
makes you look like 8,000 times worse every time you open your mouth.
with Melanie. So I'm
This is,
focused.
no, this is actually insane. Michael,
Well, she kind of is like the female
Abastis.
DSP. Like, it's just like Phil in the side scrollers interview. It is.
I'm gonna be real. Phil at least tries to make it sound like it makes sense.
No.
At least. And when he's caught, he goes, "Oh, but that was old." You know what I mean? Like,
focusing on my
I can't believe I'm fucking sweeping for fucking Phil here.
private stuff, and then at night I had my stream with Melanie. So again, like hindsight is 2020.
No, Phil is better than fucking Chrissie Mayr somehow.
Yeah, I mean, what I said this to Chrissy before, and you know, she's correct. Hindsight is 2020, but in a situation like that, where like you may not be like up to date, or not necessarily not up to date, but not have connected the pieces yourself. You're trying to have a different kind of stream. If you're having a stream with your friend and someone's trying to
There's
like
so
say,
much
"Oh no,
charity
like
and so
switch
much
the stream,
grace.
have somebody else
Yeah,
on."
So many outs.
Very,
At the very least, you could say like, you know, I'll let Melanie decide if it's too much for her. Then we can do a different stream where we talk about this. That way, there's transparency for everyone. Because
they're being so fair.
D-Day Cobra said it best. Like
It's very feminine. What I was gonna say, a lunatic. It's very feminine, like the feminine grace. Because Chrissy would get fucking, you know what,
Also,
on
like
PPP
Brittany
with PPP.
was Chrissy's friend for a long, long time. And Kimberly is clearly Chrissy's friend too.
Yeah.
And they're trying to not crucify her.
Exactly.
They're trying to give
being
her
fair.
ways out of this where they're pressing her and holding her accountable, but trying to give her ways to get through this. And she just chooses every single time to just be a total disingenuous, lying psychopath. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
chat is the most important part of the stream. That's why we're here. It's what we do it for. So yeah, like, is there a better way to have handled that situation? I completely agree. I also understand being overwhelmed by chat in the moment. And I watch your content. I think you're a great content creator. I think you're coming from a place of truth and logic. I don't think that you're trying to be malicious. Neither do I don't think Chrissy's trying to be malicious, but I definitely don't think you're on here to be any kind of like, you know, just like get little digs in at all. But I do think that maybe there could be some kind of like meet in the middle moment here. And I hope we could get to that. But I do understand how it looks, and appearances are truth, so they say. And that maybe should be addressed. But that's just coming from someone who's like observing.
By the way, she's being super fair right here. She'll bring up the heat here in a bit when Chrissy doesn't figure it out. And Chrissy's face is still like, you bitches are supposed to back me up no matter what.
You know, Chrissy's side of things, and then trying to see Jeremy, he's an asshole. I think we can all agree he's like done the most fucked up shit here, and like Anyway,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay.
necessarily. I don't have to go into my whole opinion on that right
Jared really is a monster, and he's destroyed the internet.
now.
Yeah.
But
Jared's
Well,
really
he's destroying these friendships, by the way.
he's literally
Right.
destroying everything.
And he refuses to actually address any of this and believes that he's above being accountable for any of it. It's crazy.
I just hope that like this can be a setting where we can, meet.
No, Chrissy really thought that Brittany was gonna sweep for her immediately, and she's pissed
Well,
because Brittany
I
walked
think
in
so.
like, no, hang on.
But how could you possibly think that when Venti has taken the public stances that she's taken over the last month?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it
because
is
it's a girl.
mind-blowing.
I've been friends forever, and she'll do anything, and she'll. Okay.
In the middle a little bit.
So
Yeah.
why wasn't it a red flag for you when you have two conflicting things? Because you said you were thinking about the Nina thing, you're thinking about the Melanie thing.
Mm.
They're saying conflicting things. She's saying it's nothing burger. Nina's like, Chrissy, this is serious. Why is that not a red flag to look further into?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why?
I know, like Brittany, you're probably
Uh-uh.
wishing, like, Chrissy, why didn't you handle this like I would have handled it? And like,
What?
What a bitch thing to say. What an actual cunt. That is.
Why
a
didn't you handle this like
That's
a
Mean
reasonable
Girl shit.
person would?
No, that's
No, it
Mean
really
Girl.
is.
Yeah, it's like, well, listen, like I'm handling it like a mature, like trying to make like Brittany like look a bit like unhinged. Brittany is completely right and justified and righteous. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm. You're imagining I would handle this correctly, but I'm actually a total psycho. So I handled it like that.
wish I had your brain. I wish I had your
What?
talent for
I wish
investigative
I had
journalism.
your
wish I had your
brain. What a fucking statement. Retard alert. Retard alert. You wish you had her talent, and it's all so passive aggressive and condescending.
I wish
the whole
I
way
had
through.
your weight, but I touch
patronizing.
grass and I don't have time to be on the internet. Like Brittany wasn't born yesterday. She's been stop it.
talent for deep dives. It's why people love you, Venti. It's why you have a
What?
Deep dive.
Like this love
Deep
bombing. By the way,
dive.
this is what she's doing right now
Mm.
is love bombing. This is so manipulative. You're so talented and you're so amazing and you're so smart, Brittany. Now, will you let me off the hook on this and sweep for me? Because I love you.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch.
Okay. Deep dive. Here we go. Quartering flagged people because he's a pussy. Melanie backed it. She is doubling down, and everyone on the internet hates them. There's
Wait,
your
we got
deep dive.
Pump Pay Kick for 10 subs.
1 minute. I can explain it in 1 minute. It's not a deep dive. It's literally not a deep dive. It's a one sentence. Listen, if you associate yourself with Quartering or Melanie Mack or anyone defending this, you're felted. Because rightfully so. Because we hate fucking deep platformers. That's it.
whole chat calling
Oh
for
my
you. It's because you're
God.
so good at what you do.
Deep dive. They have to do a 10-hour investigation.
You're so good at what you do. Like, this is so
But-
transparent. This is so fucking shameful.
Buddy.
And it's why you're fun to watch and you're entertaining.
It's
and
not
you're
even
fun to
like
have on
a
stream.
deep dive. Like I feel like
Can
they're
you-
trying to make this seem like it's like a fucking 10-hour research
Chrissy.
study paper we have to do.
Can you remove your tongue from Venti's clit for 2 fucking seconds? Like, I can't hear you
Whoa.
with Venti's fucking muff in your mouth, cunt.
Jesus.
I can't go back and change anything. I can only try to illuminate what was going on with me at the time.
A great point, Cherry.
Right. So I understand you're saying there's your intent there, but obviously, like, there was a misstep. And when you're saying things like, hey, I'm being bullied into it, and like,
Mhm.
I'm apologizing for having Melanie on, it's not that people want you. I mean, maybe some trolls, but like, it's not about like you having Melanie on. It's the fact that she was on and then given no pushback as she is
Exactly.
essentially co-signing and laughing with Jeremy. She's replying to his tweet about them
Nothing
getting
with Jeremy.
the
Jeremy
platform.
wasn't on.
Well, hold on. So on Twitter, when the Kino Casino got
This
the
is just
platform,
a fundamental misunderstanding of what's going on. Like,
what happened with
it's
that? Sorry,
obviously-
what was the last time?
she just being obtuse. Like, she's like, well, Jeremy wasn't on. But it's
But
that Melanie has
Mel
co-signed what Jeremy has
co-signs.
done. Yeah. And she's like, well, Jeremy wasn't on. Well, that has nothing to do with
Well,
this. Neither here nor there.
Mel
How
is
can
as
anyone be
bad as
this obtuse?
Jeremy. Mel is as bad as Jeremy. That's there.
Oh
There's
my
the
God.
sentence. Mel is as bad as Jeremy, if not worse.
Off of YouTube because of Jeremy rallying for that and threatening to use his connections as a channel with 2 million subscribers. He posted a card that had like casino theme on it right after they got banned. It was the #1 trending thing. This is his job. He knows it's happening. He's been honed in on this for weeks at this point.
I'm gonna get mad, by the
arguing
way,
with
here in a
them,
second.
going on drunken rampages, deleting stuff. He posts this card to taunt them, and then Melanie replies to it. So things like that are seen as her co-signing it, and she
Yes.
has not,
Thank you.
even to this point, spoken up on her friend that, well, he pays her, so people have a problem with that too. And then she's not speaking up on the deplatforming. And so it's not, oh, well, I'm not going to apologize for not having a friend on. It's the fact there's no pushback, and the Kino Casino is not able to go on their YouTube and defend themselves. So that's why people wanted me on. And if you didn't want to have me on, then it should have probably been you that gave some
By the way,
pushback,
we got
considering that Nina had.
Trent Johnson said, good morning, boys. I wanted to scream at this stupid whore named Chrissie, and it felt like I was taking crazy pills. It really, like, the gaslighting is crazy.
This is the definition of gaslighting. Like,
Oh, yeah.
if you were to go, like,
it's
what's
about
gaslighting?
it's about to get really egregious.
Yeah.
It's about, and Venti's going to call out the gaslighting. She will.
Given you the rundown on stream, and it was enough to have some red flags. And even though it's a mistake on your end, like, there's still like mistakes made that should, in my, if it were me, I would apologize, but
I'm not you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't connect Melanie to Jeremy's
Come on.
drama.
Well, maybe when the first chatter said, what the fuck? Maybe you should have. Maybe when the 10,000th comment came in.
Realized that what he did
She's
was
still
her in some way. She was complicit in, like,
She is.
the tweet you're mentioning. I didn't see it. I'm not like
You were told.
up on everything. I'm not watching everybody's content. The only video that
You were told. And you actually told people, you told Camelot that you wanted her on because the drama and to milk views. So you're lying to Brittany here, and you're trying to make Brittany look crazy here, by the way, by going like, actually, how would have I known that?
ended up watching.
Brittany has to deal with this shit from this bitch.
well, it was trending for like 3 weeks.
Okay, that's great. But you know what's also trending is my fucking personal life and the shitstorm
what?
that is.
Well, then quit the internet, fucking whore.
Look at Cherry. What the fuck is going on? I didn't sign up for this shit.
Cherry's reactions are fucking Kino.
Is my dad
This is
being
Anna
murdered
Claire Maxon.
and other stuff that I
That was
don't
3
wanna get
years
into.
ago. Your dad was
So-
murdered 3 years ago.
You don't
sometimes
have to.
sometimes your 2-year-old does take precedent over the quartering drama. And
But apparently not, because you left your child to cry and neglected him, you know? So apparently not. Apparently it does take, like, she can't even pick a lane on this issue.
Yeah, she can't pick a lane.
I wish I
Yeah,
could.
but you're choosing to work, and your work is to be
There it
free
is.
speech,
my
and then
my
you platform.
job is to be a mother.
Fuck you.
I streamed
Then quit.
to make diaper money.
Make diaper money. Well, guess
Well,
what?
but
You ain't
that-
making diaper money
but-
anymore.
That's the definition of work. Like,
Hopefully
choosing to
Frank's
be a
doing
pub-
well in his job because you're felted, bitch.
And
you're choosing to be
again-
a public figure in the public space and weigh in on drama and shit.
But
Like,
she's
what are you-
lying.
yes, she is.
It's
lying.
like all like and you know what's funny is you and I are arguing on the assumption even if she wasn't lying, she would still be wrong. Even
Yes.
if she was being truthful, she would still be wrong. Therefore, it being a lie is like 10 times crazier.
I already said I dropped the ball. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I
Well,
already
okay,
said
so-
I
Well, you
dropped-
said you were bullied into it. That's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
thing,
call
Chrissy.
people
I'm trying to point out
exactly.
to you that it feels inconsistent. You're saying, "Yay, hey, I dropped the ball," but hey, I'm also being bullied into it in the hostile chat, and then it feels like
Exactly. Yes. Great point, Brittany. It's like, okay, I dropped the ball, but also I'm apologizing because I have to. Pick a lane. coin.
Exactly.
That's both sides of the coin.
Victimization, which is what Jeremy's been doing this whole time, which is why he had to delete his Twitter account today and run away.
And
I think Melanie shrugged off a lot of that chat onto you, and I think you were trying to be a friend, but also like the chat was ambushing her for a reason, and the reaction, like despite the intent, which I've known you long enough to believe that there wasn't a bad intention there, but what the appearance of that was that you were trying to make sure that she didn't have to take the heat, and what that did was pass it off to you, and whether or not she intended for that to happen, we'll live in a world where she wasn't being malicious, but like I think there's argument for the other end of that.
I actually think Mel is so retarded she doesn't know that she's being malicious.
Yeah, whereas I think Chrissie actually is just a full-blown malicious psychopath.
Yeah.
Just a total manipulative liar. Is crazy.
I actually believe that Mel does believe what she believes. Like, Mel is so low IQ that she believes that quartering's like not bad at all, and we're devils and whatever the hell.
Melanie should have known that would have happened for sure.
She knew.
Considering all things considered.
Yeah, no, I am gonna.
No, Andy, Mel knows. Does she though?
She might, but like she's just.
But it's not
dumb.
firing at like a level of.
Ultimately, what it comes down to is that Melanie is going to defend whoever pays her bills. That's what it really comes down to. This whole thing with Chrissie, like if she doesn't have a backroom deal with Jer to go work for him,
she should.
It's truly twisted. Then it's just like. Then I don't even know what to make of this situation.
Like you hope she has a backroom deal, or else it's like, so you burnt it down for what? Like just tell Mel, like, listen, I gotta not talk to you for a few months. If that's the case, there better be a backroom deal.
Sit down on that. Melanie would have known.
Now, if there is a backroom deal, it's over now.
And that drama would have followed her into that.
You think that she would go on still?
I don't think she has any other choice other than to work for Jeremy at this point. Like, I don't really think they're going to bring her back on Friday Night Tights, to be honest. I mean, that's ultimately up to Gary as to whether or not he's going to bring her back and support her. But, like, this is bad, man.
I don't think Jer could even put her on his show now. It's going to be double hatred.
Why would they? I mean, it's because Chrissie is a woman and she's sympathetic and she's a victim and da-da-da. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Gary views in his heart that Chrissie is a victim, Like, we'll see.
I mean,
despite how long in advance you had planned this. This was reason she knew it was going to happen. She knew it was all over the.
I think good Jer. I think I think Gary's also pissed too and rattled. I'm pretty sure they're all pissed.
I think he is, but I think he might make the executive decision to override everybody and bring Chrissie back. Like,
I don't think.
I think he really I think he really likes Chrissie. I really do. But we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Internet. This has been trending for months. And
look, if they bring her back, they have to do a full episode of Shame episode explaining why she's wrong and she has to grovel to the chat. Like, that's what it has to be.
But then it's like, you're struggle sessioning her. And this is a woke mob.
Yes.
Da, da, da. Like,
yes. Struggle sessioning people is okay when they're doing something stupid. Yes.
Like I said, I don't know. Her whole argument about like, I don't have to mention it goes out the window when you hear the things that Quartering is willing to go on live and say about her. So he's allowed to talk all the shit he wants about the people on his network. He's allowed to like, reflect on, like we wouldn't be sexually compatible because I don't like her boobs while she's on her honeymoon. Yeah. She's not going to address that.
Yeah, and that's a great point. Kimberly brings it in a womanly perspective for Chrissie. Okay, so Quartering's like this amazing guy talking about her tits and her sexual value while she's on her honeymoon. How does that make you feel, Chrissie? And look what Chrissie does. The fool's sip. Look at that.
You know, come
The drink wasn't even heading into her
Very
mouth.
telling.
How does it even go in your mouth that angle? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know, come on, give me a
get a
break.
droplet of
I think
coffee.
Well, that's
that
the same reason people had quartering under fire for the bull and cuck stuff, because why are you bringing a swinger around your wife when you're
Exactly.
branding off of being a Christian too? You know, his co-host's a Christian, Melanie, very, very much online
so
talking about Christianity.
So Chrissy, when you're answering the chats for her, like I said, despite your intention, that's what's happening. That's what people are
in
seeing.
the moment,
And
I was so overwhelmed by the chat and I froze, and my instinct was to like protect my friend. And looking back,
Yeah.
I now feel
Chat's saying
stupid because she probably
that
expected
Gary described this stream as a
all of that.
disaster.
Where
Well, I think that's an objective fact that it's a disaster. But, you know, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Like, it's their show, you know. They make the decisions on that show. I'm not really going to campaign one way or the other. I think it's ultimately up to them.
I was not expecting 1,000 oranges. I was not expecting 1,000 brooms. And
She might have thought you were okay with it. I don't know what's in Melanie's
What did you
head.
say? What's so funny? Thing. The oranges, the most innocuous, like random fruit.
It's
has
always the
become
most random things that become memes that
the weekend
you would never possibly expect would be memeable.
There's oranges. Oh my god!
Right?
Look,
But
why
but
would
you are
okay, but I don't believe that for a second. I think it was really rude and really manipulative. And I think that a true friend, if we're
she
on the other end of that,
was
wouldn't just sit there and say nothing while the chat kept coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in.
And
I
yeah,
feel like
she knew
she
that
very much
how
left
could
you out
not?
to hang.
How could you
Yes.
not know, right? It's like because of how bad Jeremy has to lock everything down. So I definitely agree. Like,
And that's like Chrissy just refuses to have
you
any
freeze?
sympathy where
sorry,
Yeah.
even
Jeremy
so
has
dry, like,
taken away any outlet.
Mhm.
Jeremy and Melanie have taken away any outlet to express displeasure or criticism of their behavior. So now here's this outlet to where we can express ourselves on a supposed free speech platform that Chrissie Mayr runs, and then it all gets shut down and swept, and she can't understand why people will be pissed. Like, I just don't understand why she can't meet the audience even fucking halfway on what's going on. She just dismisses that it's all nonsense.
has anybody tried to like have a stream with Melanie where this stuff is specifically called out, or a stream with Jeremy
think
where this?
Do you
Cherry
think
should
she would
just
do that? I don't think she would do
disconnect.
that stream.
I feel like Cherry should have just disconnected from the call.
You should have been like, I don't think this one's for me, guys. I don't know what's going on. But again, Cherry has one sentence this entire hour and 48 minutes, and it is Kino. And it felt Jer.
I think if somebody, even in the neutral
I tried.
space, is like, yeah, I don't think she, so I really don't think
I
she
didn't
would.
get
I
the
think she
link,
would ignore it. I think she would, and then she, like I said, I think she knew that if she came on this chat, that stuff would follow her here, and she knew that you were a loyal friend. And I
Well,
think that was
I don't know if
extremely
Secret
manipulative on
Seeker
her.
is joking with this or what? He says, why doesn't someone just have Jer on like Yellow Flash? We tried that. You know, I don't know if you're joking or what, but Jer challenged Yellow Flash to a debate and then didn't show up. So, I don't know.
Part, and I stand by that
Twice,
because fundamentally it's like, okay, I actually know you like IRL to for a large extent. We've spoke for a long time. We've shared a lot of personal stuff together. And do I think that you are a person at the end of the day with malicious intention? Absolutely not. Do we all fumble and do things that are come off wrong, and you can add 100 pieces together and try to make it whatever it is, but I don't think the intention or the root of your intention has ever been malicious towards anyone. And I think that Melanie knew coming in, people were going to flood the chat, and she knew that you were a person who would be willing to stand up for her.
Too.
And
I don't know why everybody here is just pretending like Chrissy didn't know, because she clearly did know and was wanting to make money off of this, and that's the whole reason this happened. Like, it's transparently obvious.
And then when as it kept getting worse, she was just
Right.
sitting there like,
And my
Yeah,
and
she-
that
"How
was-
she
was
should've
your
accepted
weekend?
that
I
answer.
don't work for the quartering. I don't know what that means. Like, don't make me take out
Yeah,
my
that's
triangle. I
true.
brought it."
and in that moment,
Oh,
I thought, well, it seems like she has explained.
I got
I
one
love
too.
that all
wants to
these women
explain.
have
It's-
triangles now. Like, never in a million years did I think that Brittany Venti would
No, I
fire up a triangle. Like,
honestly
that's very
think
surreal.
I think you I honestly think, bro, you have raised
It's a real
triangle
fashion
fucking
statement.
stock.
Yeah, I
by,
know.
like,
Sales are through the roof. Ain't nobody buying triangles for it. This is a trendsetter moment. Like,
seems like she's talked about this
What
all
the
she wants
fuck?
to,
But-
and then I was like, oh, I guess I'm. So if it looked like I'm trying to speed through the super, I
That's
was
the new
trying to
Flava
wrap
Flav
up,
clock,
and there's
yeah.
so many super chats, and I was like, I was really overwhelmed, and I froze, and I didn't want her to get upset.
Like
Like-
nothing, and
And
also right
as
now, I
much
can
as
tell
there was
this is
blame-
stressing to you right now. Like I can tell that this is something that's actually weighing on your mind. And if it was really
Is
just
it?
about superficial nonsense,
because I
it
can
wouldn't weigh
tell
on your
the
mind.
exact opposite.
So like I'm just, maybe I'm the pregnant
I don't
woman
think she
trying to
has a
appeal to
conscience.
emotion, but the fact of the matter is, like, were mistakes made? Sure, that's absolutely the case. Melanie is being extremely manipulative. Jeremy has been caught doing saying and doing
Well,
disgusting
hold
things,
on.
and it's not like that's changed. It's not like, oh well, it's post conversion. After conversion, you're still talking about your co-host boobs and why that makes her unfuckable.
Mhm.
So excuse me, I'm not. It's just like we're
Yeah.
not buying it, and
Hey!
everybody else, and
Get
she is
Let's
directly
go,
covering for that,
Kids!
and she's saying, well, I don't
Go!
have to comment. I don't have to comment. Like, maybe on some of this stuff, the network you're working with, like maybe you should have something to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
How
while you're
dare you.
right that she
I just wanna
definitely has
acknowledge-
some accountability, like there's still responsibility on Chrissie too, though, as a host to research, and especially when there's a red flag that pops up. And yeah, Chrissie's saying she didn't do it perfectly, but like there's so many
Someone
things
has
along
pointed
the
out
way, which is
Kim
like,
is a little close to the camera, isn't she?
Oh, she's very close. Yeah.
Yeah. I just realized that now. It's a little unsettling how close she is.
Nina tells you right before you have Melanie on, then there's a bunch of hours between that. You're informed 2 weeks prior. So it's like it's your responsibility as a host, even if you're busy, your child, and of course you're a mother first. But like at the end of the day, the chat's
Apparently
still giving you
not, 'cause
money,
she let
whether
her
you
kid
want to say it's
cry.
your job or not. They're the ones still giving you money as a free speech
I wish somebody
platform.
called her
So
on
to have
that,
Melanie
but
on,
it'll never
and she's
happen.
covering for
Like,
Jeremy
they're
and
just
him.
too nice.
About the
Yeah,
well,
that she like abandoned her child to follow the quartering drama and let him cry and sit there on screens when she thinks it's bad for her child.
yeah.
Like, it's a crazy admission to make over this
to
shit.
platforming people, it's not good. And it's not
Yeah,
good to say that you're
platforming is
bullied
not
into
good.
this and that the chat's hostile, because it's valid criticism.
Well, it was very hostile.
So I want to know
and
who's bullying you.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
not
very-
not
it was
having.
very,
I
very
would have
shady
maybe
and
leaned on
a lot
Melanie
of
more to
info.
answer the questions too.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure people in there were incendiary, but it makes it seem like victimization.
Mhm.
So I want to know who is bullying. Who is bullying
Will Chrissie
you to
answer
do this? Because you
directly
opened with,
in
"Hey,
any
I'm
way?
being bullied into this," and it makes it seem like
I mean,
everything
open
else
up
you
Twitter,
say is not
Brittany.
legitimate.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What I see on Twitter, it's
Just what she
there's
needed to
very
do is
much a
just cut her
call for
off and say, "No, who's bullying you then? It's people on Twitter." Like, come on.
me to talk about this stuff. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean,
Can you
multiple
imagine if I
people
didn't?
were.
That's
Can you
not
imagine if I
bullying,
didn't talk
though.
about it? Can you imagine if I just like didn't bring this up? How bad that would be.
But that just sounds like you're doing
I mean,
it to
it
just
honestly would be better than what you did.
Yeah.
do it.
Anything, including nothing, would be better than what this was. This was the worst possible choice imaginable.
Instead of doing it because
I was
you realize
never-
there's an error
I was
in what you
never-
did, that you're informed about it.
I was never wanting to talk about the quarterings drama.
Too bad. Too bad.
But that conflicts with your brand, your free speech. You profit off
Why
of
are
being
you
free
telling me what
speech,
my
and you have
brand
somebody
is,
else.
Brittany? I'm just trying to explain that I had Melanie
Well,
on to
correct
talk
me if I'm
about my
wrong.
conversion, and I had her on to talk about her wedding. What does that have to do
Okay.
with Jeremy's
Then,
drama?
Chrissy, why didn't
Melanie
you
has
communicate that to chat? Say, there's no way Venti's coming on. I'm just not having it.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
not
tired.
talking about.
I'm tired. I
You know,
can't do this. I'm stressed out. It's not good.
all you had to do was set clear boundaries and an expectation with the audience instead of lying and saying that you didn't get a message from Brittany Venti, and then like sweeping for Mel. Like, she just said, I'm not going to read these negative super chats because she's my friend. But the truth is, you wanted to profit off of your friend, and that was the plan all along. But it was a
No,
safe
sharing
space
the
environment
platforming.
where you read these negative super
Mhm.
chats, which would hurt her feelings. But then anything that was actually too dangerous, she wouldn't answer, and then you would jump in and answer it for her and sweep it up. That's what this was.
But I
And you were
didn't
told
know
this by Nina.
co-signing. Like it's almost like you're not listening to what I'm saying. I didn't know
I
Melanie.
am.
Of course, after the fact, this is all coming together. But when I was going into that interview with Melanie, I didn't know she was co-signing the deplatforming. I didn't know
When
if
people
she was
told you, no.
encouraging it or saying it was okay. I didn't think his mistakes had anything to do with her.
Right, but it was trending for 3 weeks. You have multiple
Again.
red flags. You have to take
Again,
time
I'm
out to
not
research
as
it.
online as I was 2 years ago.
You were told a million fucking times,
my
etc., etc.,
God.
etc. I can repeat the same thing over and over and over.
wish I I
just
don't
going
wish
in
I vaccinated
circles.
my kid and put him in daycare. Yeah, I'd have a ton more time, but
What?
then he'd be having myocarditis.
Again, this fucking story takes about 3
What a
minutes to tell
straw man
somebody.
argument that you'd have to vaccinate your child in order to know what's going on, and then your child's gonna have a heart attack and die. Like, just some guilt trip you're putting on us for just wanting you to be able to know what's going on.
It takes 5
and
minutes
deal
to
with this.
find out, by the way.
Like, oh my God.
It's literally the fastest story to tell someone.
And possibly dying in daycare. So I'm
She
really
was told
sorry.
that the kid's gonna die if you expose Jer and Mel. Really?
No,
This is a crazy guilt trip.
I told my cousin this. He knows nothing about the internet stuff, right? I told him this, and he goes, within 3 minutes, he went, that guy sounds like a real fucking asshole. You see what I mean? My cousin has no idea what's going on.
I didn't have as much time to do internet research before interviewing my friend about my conversion and her wedding.
But do you see how that sounds like a lack of accountability? Because it's like,
No, it
well, I'm
sounds like a
just here
cult.
because I had to be. That's how it comes across.
No, I have this show every Sunday at 9:00.
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
sure
this
you
is
do.
the drama that came up for me this week. So of course I have to address it on my show.
But you've been trying to book this
Well,
show
yeah, because
since
it
Easter,
is about
according
platform.
to you. Right?
Mhm.
And between Easter and now, you didn't learn anything about any of this, even though you were directly told both publicly and privately multiple times. Okay.
No, that makes sense, right?
All right.
Forming
Mhm.
and unfortunately Kino Casino can't be here to address it because Jeremy removed them, and as
Yeah,
well as
I hope
flagging
they get
other
their
people and your
channel back.
co-hosts.
I
He
hope
came
they
for your
all get
co-host
their
as well
channel
from
back.
FNT.
Yeah, I hope
So-
everybody who had their channels taken down by him
Well,
gets
then throw Mel under the bus. How hard is it to be like, yeah, she fucked up, fuck her, she has to suffer
She
the
can't do that though
consequences?
because she has only one option now, and that's to go work with Jeremy and Mel. So that's all she has left at this point. She knows she's not going to salvage this situation. So she's going to sweep for them and then everyone bullied me. I had no choice. I had no income. I had no livelihood. I had to go work for Jeremy. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
them back. That's really messed up and that's not cool.
Well, it seems
I think
when you have Melanie on,
Render
when you
House
have
Real
Melanie
for
on
3
and she's
subs.
sweeping
Wow,
for
thank
it
you.
by not
Oh my God.
acknowledging it repeatedly, and you say, "Well, hey, I'm not here to talk about that with Melanie." Well, look how it turned out,
Thanks,
and it's a
Render House.
conflict of interest because you're having someone that's
Mad
helping
love.
getting people that me, your co-host, other people. She's co-signing them getting deplatformed, and for all we know, this stream could go down too because of it.
Well,
So
she
it's
was
like,
pretending also that like he there's no like every mention.
Carrie's face.
Help me. Why am I
Help
here?
me.
Help me.
Of him possibly being involved in the flagging.
Could someone send me the cherry like facial expression like chart? Does anyone have that?
You know,
like
someone
conspiracy.
asked an important question. Was like, who approached Chrissie to sweep? Was it Mel or was it Jer? It was probably Mel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
Chrissie is not going to show us those DMs, obviously, but they probably reveal the whole sordid scheme.
If anyone has that cherry like facial expression chart, please send it over.
Conspiracy theory, you know, like likened to the SJWs spreading lies to get people deplatformed. And that was just not the case. He was like openly bragging about how people were gonna feel his wrath, you know, and that's especially if you don't understand that context fully, or if you don't like see that happening in
the cherry mood meter. You ready?
Oh, here we go. That's very, very Hannah Claire coded. Maybe she's the new Hannah Claire. I'm gonna miss Hannah Claire's wacky faces, dude. Like,
I like it's the same two pictures. It's the same two pictures for everything. I'm gonna retweet that. It actually fucking kills me.
real time.
Well, here's the thing. She's the Chrissie's point of contention with that is that, well, she didn't know that Melanie was connected with that. But my point of contention with that is that, and it's not about like paying for the sins of friends. Melanie herself did something wrong as a content creator that is supposed to be pro free speech. And by platforming her and her sweeping under the rug and it not being pressed, because you didn't press her on it despite Nina giving you information on him deplatforming. So that's what needs to be acknowledged. And it just feels like it keeps turning into like my toddler, which of course Chrissie is a mom and she should prioritize that. But you know, it comes to a point where it's like, okay, well, you have to pick a lane. If you can do the job, then do the job when you need to press someone about the platforming. Because otherwise it turns into this. And I think that needs to acknowledge instead of...
Okay, I hear what you're saying. That my job that night, Brittany, was to talk to Melanie about my conversion and her wedding and Kath.
Well, get felted because she defended flagging.
oh my God.
Bitch.
Well, that's not what the audience wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you know, the
Then
customers
have a phone call. Have a phone call. Make it a phone call. Oh, wait. You told Camelot you wanted her on because the drama to make money. Oh, yeah.
Like stuff. My job that night was not to press her on the quartering because I did not link her with the quarterings drama. If that makes sense.
she also like if she didn't say anything about like how she thought
your
this
job
was
is
gonna
to
go,
research though, especially about the platform.
I think I just explained how I didn't have time to research and I have a lot going on.
Melanie can be disingenuous.
Melanie should have said
Melanie can be disingenuous. We agree she didn't handle it right, but the responsibility isn't all on
by the way,
only
can
Melanie.
Chrissie not say one word negative about Mel at any point? That maybe Mel didn't handle this perfectly, or maybe Mel fucked her. Like, why can't you just throw Mel under the... Why can't you just fucking snake her? It's because you need her. Because you need Quartering's money.
Is it snaking to be like, you know what? No, you fucked it. Like, you fucked this. You can't defend your boss who's flagging people, bitch. Like, how hard is that? Even you can stay friends with someone.
This is Chrissie's show, and she had Melanie on. People are super chatting. And then there comes the thing about me joining to give some pushback. Chrissie was open to it, seemingly. And then she said, well, hey, like, Brittany sent me a reply too late, but I don't... And she said in the intro here, too, that by that time, you know, she wanted to wrap it up. But I think 40 minutes is more than enough time for if she wanted to have me on.
You're looking at that as a Monday morning quarterback. You can now look at the end of the stream and go, wow, I messaged her and then the show went on for 40 minutes. But
no. But you lied and said that she didn't message you. And that's the problem. Had you just been transparent with everybody and said, listen, I want to wrap the show up pretty soon. I don't think we have time to bring Brittany Venti on, or I'm not comfortable bringing her on because Melanie didn't agree to this. People would have understood that more than you lying and saying you never saw the message. And that's what got you into this situation, is the lies.
I didn't know
Okay.
how long the show was going to go on for. I was trying to wrap it up, and then I was like, "Holy crap!"
Well,
look
you're
at
the
all this
host.
podcast. And then it took that much longer to finish.
You're the
So,
host, though.
of course, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
explain to you, like in your mind, you thought there was enough time to come on. In my
But you still lied.
mind, it was late.
Well, the next time, go, listen, I'd love to have Brittany on. Maybe next time. I'm tired. I want to wrap this up. I get there's like a billion ways. There's a million ways that she could have handled this. And she picked the
And
worst
she chose the
one.
worst way.
Literally, out of every way. Out of every fucking way.
I was trying to wrap it up. I was not trying to ambush. I was not trying to gotcha. And hold on, let me not ignore the chat because I did that last time.
Oh,
So now,
but
see,
now
watch
here we
this.
go.
See, here are the cherry picked
thousands,
super
after
chats
hundreds
from
of-
her simp brigade. And Chrissy probably got a couple $100 of donations in support to her, maybe $200-300. And the $2,000 was all in support of Venti and calling her out. But watch how she only highlights the ones that are against Brittany Venti and then tries to create this retcon narrative in real time that the entire chat and all the super chats are against Venti. Venti's being dogpiled. Chrissy's actually protecting her and she's a sweetheart. And what Chrissy did was she turned off the chat replay after so nobody could see the actual truth of the situation, that everybody was actually with Brittany Venti and that Chrissy's position was the minority position.
Brittany needs to.
Kentucky
So we
Tim,
got
thank you for
Kino
the super chat. Brittany needs to
Bambino
mind
for 5 subs
Let's
and fantastic Mr. Knox with a sub as well.
her own business. Mel Biz is her own. Chrissy's is her own. Troublemaking middle schooler mentality by both
So
Kim and Britt.
childish.
Friends stand behind each other without pulling knives. Shame.
Oh, okay. Friends always stand behind each other, even when they do shit that's wrong.
Platform retardation.
No.
Yeah.
Real friends call out friends when they're doing wrong, when they're making mistakes. Sorry.
Literally.
On both of you. Thank you, Tim.
Friends make sure that they keep each other not doing immoral things, and
friends hold
especially
each
when
other
it
accountable.
Thank
So, like,
you.
you know.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Cherry.
I
Melanie
appreciate
hasn't
such a
done, for
common sense
example,
type.
and that's why
And I-
people are mad.
It's like,
I appreciate, and I've sent, I talked to Brittany before the stream. I sent Nina a
Right.
long message. I sent Camelot a message saying like, hey, I'm, thank you for essentially being a good friend and calling me out, because if they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have had the perspective and clarity coming into the stream that I have. I really do appreciate that, because, and a true friend does call you out and say, hey,
mhm.
I know you're going through a lot of shit, but this is what people are saying and thinking. So I do appreciate that. Hydra Quill.
And you're free to do whatever you want with the
Yeah,
super chat. They're
reading
saying to each
more.
their own. You're free to do it.
About
Reading
how
course,
Friday
but,
Night
like, here's the
Lights
thing.
is in the wrong. Like, this is selectively cherry picked to enforce Chrissy's narrative. Like, it's crazy.
Mhm.
People can also choose to give money or not if they see someone that's for free
Sure.
speech fighting for it, and then they are platforming someone who is supporting that, and then not giving pushback when they know that
By
the
the way,
bordering her boss is
Hundreds
going
of
after
other
me and your
subs, or,
co-host. And
donations.
it just feels it feels dishonest. That's why people have
No,
this
I agree,
criticism.
Moose
It's not
Maneuver.
about
I actually hate Chrissy more than anyone else we've ever covered. The thing that bothers me the most is when people play dumb and feign ignorance and gaslight and deny reality and
Mhm.
lie and lie and lie and just insult people's intelligence. I can't stand it.
At least Jer is an alcoholic retard who's attacking us and fucking all this stuff. When Brittany's, Chrissy's like,
Chrissy is a very dangerous person.
Yeah.
Like, she's a very manipulative, dangerous person that can cause serious harm because of how manipulative she is and her willingness to lie and lie and lie. And she doesn't care who it hurts.
all her friends are trying to wake her up. people are DMing her, and she's like, it's just crazy amount of lies.
She
Like,
doesn't want to wake up.
oh, the sins of somebody else or having Melanie on. It's the fact that there was no pushback,
Wolf
and
in
the Kino
sheep's
Casino can't even
clothing.
fight back their own battle.
Totally.
on
And I
YouTube.
understand why people wanted the pushback.
Cherry
First time
would
super
never
chatting
do
anyone,
this.
let alone anyone on FNT. Out of all the gay drama on FNT, this is by far the gayest. Chrissy didn't do anything
Well,
What are we
wrong.
talking
It's
about?
not your
All the
responsibility
gay
to keep up with
drama on
everyone's brain.
FNT.
Yeah,
There's
what-
like hardly ever any
Because this
drama
is
on
Jared's
FNT.
fucking alt, bro.
Yeah. It
This
may as
is-
well be Jeremy Hambley speaking.
Yeah.
right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Hydric 1611. That's so fake.
Good
We
drama.
got
This isn't a
Felted
cult.
One says 6 a.m. Let's go. This has been the Super Bowl of content for me. I hope it gets worse. Congrats on the viewership. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And Ziggy for 2,000 kicks. Cherry needs to be on the Raymond dating game Worski was trying to put together.
Yes.
And Sunbro Brolaire says, went to bed and woke up, and y'all are still roasting these fools. Can't wait to watch this at work. Keep it up, boys.
Yeah.
And Scrimpin Kick says, call her by her name, Chrissie Judas Super Chat Mayor.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wow, crazy. It's like the my biggest stream before this was with fucking Sargon and Spencer, and this
Yeah.
like surpassed it. Like, thank you guys. It's so cool. It's so fun.
First of all, yes, it is my responsibility.
By
to
the
keep
way,
up
we
with
got
everyone's brain.
N2 Shocker for $50. Congrats on 17,000 viewers. Long time coming, boys. Okay, N2 Shocker. I'll pray for you, buddy. Okay.
1 second. Just plug it. Phones here. Hang on. Let me just. Oh, my back.
Drama. Thank you, though. Zato.
Well, this
Kino,
isn't brain dead
that-
drama. This is about
no.
platform. I don't like that dismissal. This is about deplatforming.
I
Like, this
know.
isn't just brain dead drama. Of course, I know the court ring's brain dead, but
Yeah, saying you're literally because it was
Andy Worski and his father, retard friend. Shit, what?
And it's not the Kino Casino that's the hill, right? The thing is, it's very easy to defend speech that everybody agrees with, that's popular. The true measure of freedom of speech is if you're willing to defend the speech that's not as popular, that a lot of people disagree with. That's the true marker of supporting freedom of speech. So yes, you have to die on the hill that Kino Casino is allowed to say what they want to say. You have to die on the hill that neo-Nazis are allowed to say what they want to say, and that communists are allowed to say what they say. The radical extremes are always the areas where speech gets cracked down on. So yes, Kino Casino is the hill that it does need to be died on. Otherwise, you'll lose your speech as well.
By the way, like you're gonna defend Kino Casino Worski and his father. Okay, Ash, you're my dad, I guess.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Like shitting on people. It's not doxing people, attacking IRL, swatting.
I mean,
It's none of that
quartering-
stuff.
Quartering is blackmailing Sydney Watson right now. Right now.
Bro, literally. Oh, how dare Brittany defend us making jokes? And by the way, we're better than quartering entertainment-wise. So yeah, why wouldn't she pick us?
It's obvious.
wasn't even just that they got flagged. It
By the
was
way,
his
it's not even like a high bar. To be better than Jeremy, you have to be able to finish a sentence.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need talent to beat Jeremy.
It is crazy, by the way. Like, Chrissy is a stand-up comedian, and she's like pro-censorship.
Mhm.
Like, what sense does this make?
Yep.
This is crazy.
Yep, exactly.
entire thing about like I'm gonna take everything that you have. Like, excuse me,
that's
who
a
the fuck are
threat.
you?
Exactly. Thank you. It wasn't just about like he was the anyway.
That is a
well, I want to hear
horrible.
Chrissy.
your threat. Zato.
By the way, we got
This is a-
Ziggy for 50 subs.
Let's go.
Let's
Fucking
go.
Ziggy. You know what, folks? It's time. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you, Ziggy. Thank you, Ziggy. Appreciate you.
Brain dead
Andy-
drama.
Andy Worski and his father, retard friends shitting on people. That's the hill, Brittany. Thank you, Zato. And again, I'm not
Father
gonna lie.
retard shitting on.
But notice every super chat, she's cherry picking to be positive towards her when the vast majority are against her. It's crazy. And Chrissie doesn't want to actually make these statements herself because she's afraid. So if chat makes them for her, then she doesn't have to commit to a position. That's how fucking twisted this whole thing is.
Funny. Like, about Ziggy with 150 today. Holy shit. Thank you, Ziggy. And again, me and Ash, we were texting each other while this was happening. And there was every other super chat. And by the way, they weren't for like $1. There was like $20. They got flagged down. This is anti-free speech. Or it was like 20, 10, 20, 20, 20. Skips all of those. Andy and his retard father are making fun of people. Like, you're like, what? That's what you read?
The super chats choose to read, but I need to know, is this considered brain dead drama, or is it, hey, like there's a legitimate thing about platforming and not just deplatforming whoever criticizes?
Platforming is not okay. People are allowed to criticize.
Are they though?
You know, it's
because you're crying about people criticizing you.
Is good, or that we should be continuing.
But
that.
it feels dismissive when you're reading the super chat and you're like, yeah, well, it is my
I'm
job
trying
to
get
brain
through
dead
them
drama.
Like I said, I'm not trying to make this the whole show, and I do want to get through these.
Well, welcome to the internet.
Show. You know, I had an agenda. No, like it needs to be dealt with. Well, I actually want to talk about UFOs. Like, who gives a fuck?
Or just let your chat fucking rape you the entire show if you're not going to respond to them.
And I do feel like I went over a lot of this. Chad
Didn't
Wellington.
that guy also refer to it that way?
Here we go.
Yeah, that's
Here's
what he
a
wrote.
negative one.
Chad Wellington, Melanie is the epitome of a snake.
Well, she agreed with it. That's why I'm asking.
Stay away from
I was just trying to.
She will drag you down. If you really have become a Christian, let Melanie be the example of what a false Christian looks like.
Yes, and Mr. Rock for 10 subs. Let's
10
go.
subs!
Big support
Let's
here.
go. Let's go.
Hour 10 of the show. Hour 10.
Thank you.
Give it up for hour 10.
So I have a question.
Well, thank God we're doing this here, because we were like, oh, do we do a fourth show this week? But I think 3,
well,
10
we're probably
hours.
going to end up doing a fourth fucking show
Saturday.
anyway.
Saturday or Sunday.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised with the way shit's going if we have to be live every day of the fucking week.
Like, no promises. No promises yet.
Well,
guys.
I don't think it's actually going to be possible because I'm going to have to sleep for like 10
I need to at least
hours.
sleep. I have to sleep for at least 6.
What would you have done differently? Genuine question. I think people want to know.
If I knew everything today, that if I could go back in time, you're saying?
Yeah. How would you have handled it? Because you said you don't regret having Melanie on. So what would you have done?
How could you not regret having Melanie on? What?
Fair question.
Because she knows that there's this pot of gold in Jer's simp war chest that's ready for her. In her mind, she's about to become a multi-millionaire and like a partner in coffee brand coffee.
She believes the views.
It's lucrative. No, she really believes that she's going to be a millionaire joining up with Jer.
Yeah.
Gosh, I would say, do you feel like the fact that you are an employee of Jeremy's?
Yeah, DSP Historical Society, sure, we'll get you the real energy.
Or buddy. I don't know, do you think it's a conflict of interests? Because knowing that all this drama is going on and he's your boss, do you feel like that keeps you from honestly criticizing or commenting on what's going on?
Well, I think
I would point to the fact that like, hey, like there is money involved here. You're on the payroll. And we see you also not being, calling this out or like, yeah, if I had these tweets of like, here you are supporting it, here you are laughing this off, here you are, do you feel like this reaction has anything to do with the fact that you work for him?
Like you would have said this publicly with her or like in private?
You're asking how I would do the interview differently.
So I'm asking how you would have did it in general
That's
differently.
The only thing you would have done differently?
I would have mentioned like, yeah, you're an employee.
Would you still have lied about Brittany?
Your ability to comment on this.
Yeah. I just, my point of contention.
You're an employee, so yeah, you better agree with your boss flagging people. Fuck you.
here is just I see this is on Twitter for 3 weeks, happening for three weeks. Chrissy, I know you said you're busy, but at the end of the day, you're getting paid for this. It is your job. Being a mom's also your job. And you know, people told you multiple times, and you say, well, I would have done it differently if I knew. But to me, it seems like you did know, especially when you say, for example, you know, hey, like, I can't have you on. I'm busy wrapping. I wanted to wrap this up. I don't want to ambush Melanie. Well, in a way, Melanie, like, is omitting things, and she's bringing all of the chat stuff with her. So, I mean, it's questionable to call it an ambush, though I could understand.
I saw the Jeremy blackmail from Ricada. You know what's funny? So Ricada said, you know what's funny? When you inquire to hire a specific stripper that a friend really liked for that friend's birthday party, and they try to turn it against you, I wonder if there's proof.
Just drop the proof.
Ricada, drop the proof or shut the fuck up.
He'll never provide any proof.
Honestly,
it's Nick Ricada.
Remember when he's like, I'm gonna get you, Ralph. I'm gonna get Ralph. It's like,
I mean, Ricada is the biggest liar of all time, like ever. Like, I wouldn't believe anything he said, even if he did provide a screenshot. I would be skeptical of the screenshot's authenticity. In all seriousness, like, I just don't believe anything he says.
Also, why is Ricada against Jeremy right now?
I don't know, because Camelot's gone all in and he's tight with Camelot.
True. And they're cool with each other.
Because he fucking sponsored the Camelot mobile or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
But, like, you know, normally you just send me the link.
I'm saying the style of having one guest on, which is what I normally do. I have one guest on and I have one conversation with them, and it just goes back and forth like this. And then to suddenly bring on a new guest that was not advertised, that was not part of the plan, that I consider to be like an ambush or like a gotcha.
Why didn't you say that night? Had you said that, people still would have been critical, but it wouldn't have been as bad as it was. Because what really fucked you was lying about Venti. That's what fucking cooked you completely.
Yeah, that's what like doubled and tripled down. You know what I mean?
Well, then why on stream would you say, hey, like, I'm waiting for a text from Brittany, and then I text you and it's 40 minutes. And then on my end, it says that you saw it by 11:40. It showed the scene receipt. And so in my perspective, you did see it. And there's all these other things showing that you saw it. And
DSP
so it's like, it's
Historical Society sure has gifted 48 subs.
Let's go.
Let's
go,
buddy.
It was actually 49
A little
subs.
A little light though. You didn't get to the full 50 subs. Smelling a little broke there, DSP Historical. He'll never be a Ziggy 89, buddy. Ziggy's atop of the leaderboard right now.
Thank you so much, DSP.
Poverty alert,
Ziggy.
Man.
We love you.
Fucking
Ziggy.
DSP. Ziggy is actually a rich king.
Ziggy.
Wait, there's Ziggy for 50 subs. Sup with DSP Historical Society, sure, bitch. You'll
especially after seeing the Nina stuff, and then I'm getting done off the phone with you, and you're saying like, "Well, thank you for explaining to me," but you knew a lot of this stuff already.
Yes,
and I just feel like to see that somebody who has worked with you so long, and I don't feel like you're taking.
Drizette 1984 for 5
subs.
Big support.
Accountability.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, Brittany. Again, like,
I'm sorry you feel that way. Can't you just admit you lied? Like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, it'd be better for you not to say I'm sorry at all than to say I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, that's the most fucked up thing you can possibly say. And everybody knows that's the ultimate non-apology. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry you're a stupid bitch whose feelings are hurt, but I actually did nothing wrong. Sorry you feel that way. Like, so condescending, so passive aggressive. Shrapnel Stars for 5 subs. Taco Lunchables Car for 2,000 kicks says, morning, fellas.
Bro. Morning.
How I handled the stream poorly, is no reflection on you. And I'm even just
well,
doing this.
as we discussed, you kind of framed it that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you got hurt. I'm sorry if
Ugh.
you know, like I explained to you on the phone, like this is a real shitstorm, and I stepped in a real pile of shit, and it's been a really bad week for me, and I'm, you know, it seems like
Has it?
a lot of people
Then
have
why
sort of been,
don't
like,
you
caught
regret
in
the stream then?
crossfires of this. So it's
So
it's
you're
not
not
been a,
you're
it's
not
been a
really
good week for
responding to what I'm
anybody.
saying.
No, she's not.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm asking you, like, hey, then why was there a red receipt by like 11:40 if you didn't see it? And I'm not getting
It's
like
over.
as
Chrissy's
somebody
caught
who
in
want
the
like,
lie.
okay, let's try to
She's
resolve
done.
this. Like, I need honesty, and I'm asking you, why are you saying you didn't see it, but there was the red receipt?
Yeah, I'm sorry you feel hurt by that. I think
What?
it was just too late in the
I'm
stream. I was
sorry
trying
you
to wrap
feel
it
hurt
up,
by that.
I'm
and
sorry
Can
you
you-
feel hurt from me lying
No,
and
but
saying
can you? But can you actually address it and be like, yeah, I did see it, but I didn't want to bring you on, and I lied about it. And be like, I'm sorry I lied to you, but I did it to protect my friend Melanie. Like, that's the actual response here, is to be like, yeah, I didn't know what to fucking do. Everybody was pressuring me. I was making up bullshit excuses. I lied to cover for my friend. Please forgive me. Like, I love you, but you weren't ever meant to be a part of that stream, and it would have been an ambush, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's actually how you would properly handle it.
Say, I lied because I was panicking and I didn't know what to do and I didn't want to be in a drama and I feel retarded now.
Well, honestly, that's also going to be a lie anyway, but at least it's somewhat believable.
At least it's like,
You know?
okay, yeah.
We got MRJ Diver for 5 subs, and True and Honest CWC has subscribed.
Thank you so much, guys.
So did you see it,
I
yes
didn't-
or no? That's what I want to know, to be
I didn't want her
honest.
to feel ambushed.
So you did see it.
By the time I saw it,
if
I
you
was
need,
wrapping
By the
the
time I
stream.
saw
Yes
it?
or no?
Did
Did you see it?
Or
So
no?
yeah.
okay.
Is what she
So
said.
I
Are you lying
because I
then
need
or are you lying
honesty
now?
to
Were you
like
lying then
have
or are
the
you lying now?
conversation. So
I know.
okay,
It just
so
feels
she
like
saw
it's
it.
a little.
My problem is it makes me look bad when she's saying I messaged her too
again,
late when
Brittany,
there's 40 minutes.
This
don't.
is sick.
I'm sorry if you feel like my the way
I'm sorry if you
my
feel.
stream is making you look bad again. Like it's
What?
the whole point of even.
It's not that
It's your lies.
Your lie.
This is so fucking
I'm
twisted.
fucking
And the fact,
rattled.
like, she thinks that she can get away with this, and there'll never be any consequences because Sugar Daddy Jeremy Hambley, Daddy Warbucks' pockets are so deep that he's gonna buy Chrissy a mansion and a fucking Cadillac, pink convertible, and all this shit. Like, fuck you, Chrissy, and fuck Jer. This is bullshit.
Tonight's stream is for me to explain what was going on with me and how I dropped the ball. And I don't think it is, I'm sorry you were hurt
Part
by
of
it.
dropping the ball was lying to Brittany. And you need to just admit, I saw it and I fucking lied. Why? Why can't you? What the fuck?
And look at Brittany here. She is not having it. Look at this. That's is this bitch for fucking
This
real?
is
Look at
it's
Cherry.
psychopath. It's actually psychopathic what Chrissy is doing. Like, she just has no conscience whatsoever. Like, no scruples. Like, I'm pretty convinced that Chrissy could cut someone's throat and just have no reaction at all. Like, it wouldn't raise her pulse at all to just murder someone in cold blood. Like, that's the sort of person Chrissy is. It's really sick stuff.
She's the person who would pass a lie detector test because she has no like worry.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I have to apologize for you.
You
saying,
haven't though.
For you being
Well,
hurt
you
by it.
lied. So there's that. So
Yeah.
how can I how can we proceed when I'm telling you that you saw it and I saw you saw it and then you claim you didn't see me asking for the link?
Brittany, I was I was looking for you to respond for a while, and then I stopped looking because I was like, I should really focus on my guest. And then by the time I saw it, it was too late to bring you.
It's
The
just
red
like,
receipt came 40 minutes before the
it's not even a
It's
good
just
lie,
it's
though.
just so twisted, though. It's so convoluted.
Not even a good
Like
lie.
like our Lord said, the truth shall set you free. Just tell the truth. Why can't you just tell the truth?
You on. And even though you're like, well, it's 40 minutes later, I wasn't planning for it to go 40 minutes longer. I know that, after the fact, it looks like, oh, there was plenty of time to have me on. But at that time, I was trying to wrap it up. All right.
Well,
there's
I don't
super bad.
appreciate being lied to, and it's like people are here, they want to hear your side of it, but you
I
open
know, and
saying
I'm
I'm being
trying
bullied,
to-
and then
I'm
it's
trying to
like
get
there's
that out.
lies.
Well, I mean, it is
It comes
disingenuous
across as
to-
victimization.
I want to
I'm
hear
from Chrissie. I'm talking
like,
to her.
I'm not trying to say I'm a victim. I'm just trying
Then
to
who's
kind of
bullying
are,
you?
right?
Like, you should clarify.
I'm just trying to explain what was going on at this
I know,
time.
but who bullied you? You said you were bullied into this,
I
and
feel
then
like you are bullying me right now by asking me the same question 10 times
So
in a row.
now she's getting bullied. What are you
I feel like
supposed
the
to
Kino
do?
Casino was bullied
when-
by being deplatformed by Jeremy.
But what are you supposed to do when somebody's constantly lying and deflecting and giving non-answers? Like, you have to keep asking. It's like a police interrogation. You keep asking the questions until the person breaks, right? And it's like, am I being interrogated? Yes, you are, because you're a lying psychopath. That's what's going on.
And then
Yes,
Mel
and that's
getting
wrong,
to
and
lie
you
on
should
your
get
stream,
their channel back.
and then you
The
lying
Kino
about it.
Casino- The Kino Casino should get their platform and their show and their channel back.
But that doesn't sound
Well,
that
how
doesn't
are
sound
we
genuine,
now
Chrissy.
there?
When you're platforming
Remember,
Mel,
we were he at the beginning, Kino
Yeah.
Casino. He should get his channel back, but now they should get their channel back. So she knew all along it was me and Andy that do the show, but she wanted to belittle us at the beginning of the program, which is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
who's denying that Quartering even did this?
But
how does that
I
sound
did not-
genuine?
I
And then
did
you're
not-
lying.
Oh my God.
Do you remember where we were? An hour and what's
3 or 5?
is it?
Do we look back on the
Let's talk.
replay for a timestamp? No, it's the one before that.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Actually, it wouldn't matter. I think it was like that.
You can't call me a liar.
No one's calling you a liar. You've done a good job covering everything that's been going on. And if people think I sucked at covering this, they should be sending you all of their money.
I don't want to miss the cherry line though.
Oh my God.
I
there's
think
so
it was
many,
a couple
you guys.
minutes before that.
Really?
Thrown under the bus for it and told
You
I
understand. Yeah.
because
Double
You-
check.
brought to you by
We're not
coffee.
missing that
You-
cherry line.
you
Cherry looks worried.
Play it here.
Like my the way I'm sorry if my stream is making you look bad again. Like
Okay. All right.
it's the whole point of even tonight's stream is for me to explain what was going on with me and how I dropped the ball. And I don't think it is, I'm sorry you were hurt by it. So I don't know how many times I have to apologize for you feeling, for you being
well,
hurt
you
by it.
lied. So there's that. So how can we proceed when I'm telling you that you saw it and I saw you saw it, and then you claim you didn't see me asking for the link?
Brittany, I was I was looking for you to respond for a while, and then I stopped looking because I was like, I should really focus on my guest. And then by the time I saw it, it was too late to bring you on. And even though you're like, well, it's 40 minutes later, I wasn't planning for it to go 40 minutes longer. I know that, after the fact, it looks like, oh, there was plenty of time to have me on. But at that time, I was trying to wrap it up. All right.
Well, I don't appreciate being lied to. And it's like people are here. They want to hear your side of it. But, you open saying I'm being bullied, and then it's like there's lies.
Well, I mean, it
It comes across as victimization. I want to hear from Chrissy. I'm talking to her.
I'm not trying to say I'm a victim. I'm just trying to
Then who's
explain.
bullying you?
Yeah.
Like, you should clarify.
I'm just trying to explain what was going on at this
I know,
time.
but who bullied you? You said you were bullied into this,
I
and
feel
then
like you are bullying me right now by asking me the
my
same question
God.
10 times in a row.
I feel like the Kino Casino was bullied by being deplatformed
Oh,
by
we
Jeremy,
were-
and then
Yes,
Mel
and that's
getting
wrong.
to
Yeah,
lie
and
on
you
your
should get their
stream,
channel
That's
back.
true.
and then you
Bullied.
lying
Kino
about it.
Casino, the
Yeah.
Kino Casino should get their platform and their show and their channel back.
But that
I
doesn't sound genuine, Chrissy. When you're
Bull.
platforming Mel, who's denying that quartering even did this.
Ordering.
How does that
I
sound
did not-
genuine? And
I
then
did
you're
not-
lying.
I did not associate Jeremy's fuck ups with Melanie.
Okay, well that's your fuck up.
But
I feel like
Nina
I
literally
went over
told
that.
you.
Again, I feel like we've
And
gone
you
over
just
this so many
and
times.
why am I to believe you if you already were lying about seeing the message in the first place?
Exactly.
So you have to kind of
That's
prove
Mel's
what you're
logic.
saying. I can't assume that you're telling the truth at this point. And I don't think I'm bullying you. I think that you're being fairly pressed based on a free speech platform
Yes.
of hosting someone on here that was anti-free speech. And this
Okay.
isn't right that I get thrown under the bus for it and told that
You
I
should not
messaged
be.
too late
You
and
should
lied
not be
on.
thrown
You
under the
admitted
bus.
to lying.
You should not be thrown under the bus.
I've helped you for how many years, Chrissy?
But then why
You're
did
a
you throw her
very
under the bus?
Good friend and an even better streamer. I don't think that no one should be giving you crap for anything.
The love bombing again.
But you're telling me I'm bullying you, so apparently they should, no?
In this, I'm saying
Because
in
I'm
this
asking
moment,
questions about you lying, and now I'm the
I
bully.
think she's just saying
and that's
she's
not
feeling
victimization?
overwhelmed.
I'm just saying you're the.
Like,
I'm
that's-
I'm
Gives
just
a
saying I'm
fuck if she
overwhelmed
feels
right now,
overwhelmed.
and
Like,
I didn't
who cares?
expect you to like.
It's not an excuse.
Because I'm upset that you lied, and then you're calling me a bully
Well,
after.
Ash,
How am I
guess what-
supposed to accept any sort of
Guess
apology?
what's trending on Twitter today?
Is it quartering?
Well, City Watson accuses ex-partner Jeremy Hambley of threats and unpaid work. Chrissie Mayr faces backlash for platforming and quartering his co-host. Chrissie Mayr accused of lying about scripting questions to Melanie Mack. All three.
I'm sure though
How's any?
by Wednesday it'll blown over, right?
Yeah.
You know, today it still hasn't blown over, but there's always tomorrow, Jer. By the way, Jer, you gonna go live again today, bro?
Anybody at this point?
Imagine being Chrissy. And as the Titanic is about to fully submerge the last piece, you jump off the life raft onto it and just go on.
There has to go live every day and just get fucking tortured and pressed, man. And there's no one even there to help Janny and Forum. You think Mel? Yeah, you think Mel's gonna show up today, or is she gonna abandon ship on Tuesday?
Wait, what time is it? Do we just stay up till 2 and watch him live and A-Lock him? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We may.
I'm kidding. I'm actually dying. Let's
Wait,
finish
we
this.
got dramatic
Let's finish
discussion
this so I
for
can eat
10
something.
subs.
let's just try to.
Will Chrissy be there today on Jer's show to explain it all? I bet you she can figure it out.
What is sleep?
Fuck it. Call me a bully if you want, but you can't call me a
I gotta
liar.
relapse on coke. Let's do
No
it.
one's calling you a liar.
Is Jer
You've
on
done
at
a
9
good
a.m. today? Maybe he
Oh my
will be.
God, imagine he's on at 9.
Well, there was like he put out a video, I think, on Rumble that we forgot to watch, where it was his announcement video of like the new schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was 9 a.m. today that it's gonna start.
How
He's
bad
gonna be on in
would be
2
the-
hours time.
The first day he's on at 9, we're still live A-logging him for 12, 13 hours in a row.
Job covering
Not a single woe buddy of anyone else, by the way.
everything that's been going on.
Man,
And
iDubbbz
if
is starving
people
out
think
the
I
fucking
sucked at covering-
wilderness, bro. Like,
Oh my God, I forgot about him. Is Anissa streaming?
no, she quit.
this, they should be sending you all of their money. Oh my God, there's so many, you guys. Okay. How's your weekend? This week, Apology was brought to you by Coffee Bean. Let's see. Sneed, Dave Williams, as a Catholic, will you continue to platform porn stars? Why did you lie about not knowing the drama? Why did you say Jesus supports flag? I never said Jesus supports flagging.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you did.
Why did you lie about not knowing the drama? Like I said before, I knew there was drama. I just didn't think it was something Melanie had to answer for. As a Catholic, will you continue platforming porn stars? That's an interesting question. I think I might change who I have on. But again,
Right?
Jesus himself associated with sinners. And
No, but he didn't tell
just
them to keep sinning like that, right?
Look at Cherry here. She's got her cross on and she's like,
by the way,
what?
Chrissie, you're not Jesus also. Like, stop.
For people who have never sinned, I would have very few guests.
Come on. There's a difference.
But he also gave pushback.
Exactly.
He did. He was very good at that. Sneed Dave Williams, congrats on getting your own thread. I'll be attending your careers ending tomorrow night on Kick with PPP presiding. Thank you.
Yeah,
the dude having Melanie stream isn't the issue, and stop gaslighting that it ever was. Ignoring, disrespecting, and lying to your chat is the source of all the anger. Thank you, dude. I understand where this is coming from. At the time, I was just overwhelmed by all the insults, and
stop.
It was pretty vile. So it was hard for me to put that aside.
Do you think it's going to get any easier working for Jeremy every day, wiping his ass? Do you think it's going to get easier, Chrissie? Because I assure you, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to stop. Do you get that?
Wait till Wednesday, bud. Wait till Wednesday.
It'll all blow over by Wednesday.
These trolls are insufferable. This obsession these people have with some petty drama between two people is legitimately
deplatforming petty.
Showing how
deplatforming's not petty drama, and people in the chat.
Thank you. What's her name? Julie again? I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Oh my God.
So apparently Jared is going live at 9 a.m. and he said it's going to be hard to wake up tomorrow yesterday in his 3-minute update video that I haven't seen yet. So we're only 2 hours away. So those of you now who are still awake, stay strapped, stay locked in.
I need to order some food or something if we're going to do this. I'm fading, bro. I'm actually at the level of like, I'm going to end it all.
By the way, we got Oblivious Icarus for 5,000 kids.
End it all, I mean sleep.
Nothing like a bit of blasphemy to wake me up in the morning. Fucking great show, boys.
Oh my God. I'm going to end it all.
Right now they're hurting you.
For 50 songs!
Let's go. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Let's go.
Thank you, Ziggy. Thank you.
Wake me up inside.
This is a free speech platform, apparently. So it shouldn't be petty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I got breakfast on the way.
No, this is like.
People are going to attribute that to Chrissie too, and I just don't think that that's accurate.
You know, I might have to do a whole nother stream addressing the super chats. Because this is way more than I.
That's what Jared's like saying. Wake me up,
expected or thought. Hi, Cherry.
Imagine somebody in chat said this. I missed you saying this, whoever it was. I apologize. But they said, imagine running a coffee company and not being able to wake up at 9 a.m. You know, that's truly twisted, isn't it? And we got MRJ Diver for 2,000 kicks. The Monday stream slipping into Tuesday is the best birthday present I could have gotten. Keep Felting hand planted in his moons. Make it 24 hours, boys. And Spoon of Doom for 1,000 kicks. The A-logging will continue until morale improves.
Mm-hmm. I don't think morale is going to be improving for a while, dude.
Do you think Mel is showing up at 9 a.m. today?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no chance. I don't even think he's going to go live today. I think he's going to call in sick. I don't think he has any other option. Like, is he really going to answer the bell again today? Like, I ain't heard no bell, bish. Maybe you should. Take a knee, bro. Take a fucking 8 count, buddy. Like, shit's fucked.
Oh my God.
Way more than I expected or thought. Hi, Cherry. I feel like are you feeling, again, I'm not forcing anyone to send me
Render
money.
house real for
Please don't
5 sub. Okay, but like the thing is, Chrissy, if people don't send super chats in, then their side of things doesn't get heard, and then you're able to more effectively sweep. So there is a pressure on people to donate, even if they don't fucking like you.
So,
Vestro 97 just subscribe.
Send money
Thank
or not.
you.
Stop it.
Again,
We got mums
people
watch
can listen
Kino
to this show.
Casino. My toddler just yelled, "Let's go" from the back seat. I sure hope that's not the case.
I hope it is.
I sure hope you're not letting your toddler watch this fucking show.
No,
Stop it.
You should grow up on Kino Casino. We're gonna watch this fucking
you should not.
this woke trans gay agenda fucking kids show shit that teaches people that whites are bad and blacks are the only ones who should be worshipped.
That's right. That's right, buddy.
Sorry, I'm delusional.
For free.
These damn woke leftists brainwashing the children.
Yeah, you know.
Motherfuckers.
Fucking yeah.
If someone were to eat
Right, and they can also have pushback as well.
Yeah. That's
but by the way, we're the woke mob, right? Like we're the woke.
Oh yeah. Oh
why
yeah.
you're here, Brittany. Cherry, how was your week?
Yeah, but I'm being called a bully for it.
Oh my God.
I'm apparent. Like
I think she said she felt bullied.
I've been more than fair. She said she felt like I'm bullying her, and she's calling people SJWs for giving pushback.
Well,
I do think that is.
Look at this guy right here. My 7-year-old son says, "Whoa, buddy."
Whoa, buddy. That's a fucking whoa, buddy.
Disingenuous.
Holy.
The SJW thing, and I mentioned this. I commented on that thread. To the insinuation there being like D-Day Cobra, Kino Casino, all them are just SJWs. Like no, like this is like Jeremy's like bragging about fucking with people's livelihood
calling us. I can't get over it. Calling us SJWs is the funniest thing.
Is it
like?
It's like what's that from Dodgeball?
I've been called I've been called a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever been called an SJW.
You know, this one right here, right?
Yes, no, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Bringing up drama when like so much of his channel is drama, and unfortunately, Chrissy, like you're being sucked into that tornado right now, and a lot a stuff just didn't look good.
She didn't get sucked in.
And I do think that like like I said to you before,
that's
like
the way it is. She didn't get sucked into the tornado. She willingly jumped into the tornado to get the money. That was like, you ever see those machines where it's like the cash is floating,
you have to catch it,
and you have to catch it? That's Chrissy. She stepped into the cash vortex to try and grab as much loot as she could.
Except it ended up being a trap. It was like a hole that opened from beneath a trap door, and she fell through.
Oh, fuck. And then when you got Johnny Junker's cum-filled ass for a sub, Bestro for 500 Felted says Pissy is an unsufferable bish, suffer bish. Oh my God.
Genuinely good person, but like there is stuff that probably should get talked about, and if the chat wants to talk about it, we can. And I think it's better to just like go through it and get it like like people want to feel acknowledged. And I agree with, like I said in the beginning with DJ Cobra, like the chat is the important part of this. And Brittany, like I would feel some kind of way too, because you were personally targeted by this. So it makes sense that like you want to push back. But yeah, I would say, just like as kind of a side observer and somewhat of contributor right now, like just acknowledge, we'll just go through
Star
it.
Wars
You guys can talk about it.
here.
I'll comment in whenever. But everybody here's got a right to how they feel, regardless of the intention behind it, because the results were very much, what we're dealing with, not the intent. So I just think that has to be something that happens.
This is the most important super
We
chat
got
of the night.
simple-minded Hobbit for 1,000 kicks. Good morning, y'all. Suffer Jess, suffer Chrissy. I don't think so. DSP Historical Society. Sure. I don't think we're gonna make it till 11 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I can't.
Even I'm kind of struggling to keep it going at this point, but we're trying. We're trying out here. What do we got? Another half hour? We got another half hour of raw footage.
Yeah. 18? About.
What's up, Anna? There are over 5K people watching. Can everyone please wish Cherry her first happy Mother's Day?
No, he's going on at 9 a.m., right? But the thing is, if he goes on at 9 and he goes till 11, we have to be here till 11.
Listen,
so it's
if he sees us live, he's not going live. Okay? That's the truth.
Rare tricks for 5,000 kicks. As Chrissy wants the 30 pieces of silver from Fat Jer. She's cursed. Put her up on the cross.
Yep.
Grem Patalkin. Look, Star Wars girl has a wrench. Was she one of the mods banning people in chat? You know what? I don't think she was.
125% not. Okay.
Congratulations. All the Mother's Day.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know a lot about this, so I just don't really want to comment on it because I just don't really know. All I know is I stopped watching the quartering years ago.
Yeah, I have my own beef with the quartering. He's like a very sketchy person.
Yeah. I think when you first get into right-wing politics, Jeremy's there along the way, and then usually by the end of it, he's not there anymore. So.
Okay, wait. I missed the Cherry line.
Cherry. That was the most
I think when you
shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Because it's like an hour and 20 minutes went by with nothing. Not even a hello.
She summed the entire thing up just like that.
Instant.
He's like a very sketchy person.
Yeah. I think when you first get into right-wing politics, Jeremy's there along the way, and then usually by the end of it, he's not there anymore. So that's all I really know about
nobody watches him. That's why this thing has been a big deal, because literally people are just finding stuff now.
No one watches him. So now we're all like, what has he been up to?
Yes, let's go!
You know the best part? There was an actual positive to him not being like, no one putting him under the microscope for this many years. He's had 10 years to fuck up that when we caught him, it's like it's not like he learned 5 years ago and it stopped.
No. Well, and also he's never been through this before, so he doesn't know how to deal with it properly. And he just keeps making awful mistakes.
You said he would learn.
Now that they're digging, because literally, like, who was a quartering fan? But yeah, I don't. I just.
Klein Overdrive says a wise erstwhile youth preacher once said, "Make hay while the sun shineth." And we've got Tactical Flatulence says Jer said he wasn't going to 9 a.m. until next week. Well, I have to watch this 3-minute clip to find out the truth, don't I?
Yeah.
People are telling me different things.
I want to say, like, overall, I just don't think that this should be equated to like, hey, I need to attend my kid, therefore I can't keep track of stuff that's relevant to platforming in my job and stuff. It's not. It doesn't mean therefore Chrissie has to neglect her kid, and I don't think it's being unfair to say these things or ask questions or have criticisms about what went down. Because I thought, like, what is the point in the stream otherwise? What is the point?
I just think something's being lost in translation because I think she's obviously overwhelmed.
I'm asking Chrissie, what's the point of the stream?
The point of the stream was for me to go through the concerns that I feel like were voiced over the past few days and to clarify where I'm at in my personal life, to give that context for people, to let people know I'm not paid by Jeremy. It was a one-time
It's obviously
event.
about the money.
Too. I wanted to.
It's about, even if it's not like he paid her like directly, it's like, it's the clout. It's the clout.
Acknowledge I'm not the streamer or person that I was 2 years ago. I am not terminally online. Unfortunately, I'm
you are
sleep deprived. My content is so different.
I'm not terminally online. You don't have to be terminally online to know what happened.
I'm doing mostly stuff that doesn't require a ton of research up front. Like I figured talking to Melanie about my conversion.
That doesn't really sound like an apology. It sounds like an explanation.
You asked me a question, then you interrupt me. That's not fair.
Catty P.
I do more streams.
It's an explanation, though. It's the same thing you already said.
Are you here to interrupt me, or do you want to listen?
I have lag. No, there's lag. That's why. The last one lagged.
There is lag. Anyway, happy Mother's Day, Cherry. When do you do?
September 26th.
Oh,
long time to go still.
Okay.
Oh, again, that's not an apology. That's an
Brittany's like, that's not an apology, bitch.
That's right. Ish.
We got Ziggy with another stomp. 5,000 kicks saying Cherry's one line has been more Kino than all of Hannah Claire's input through this whole arc. That's true.
It's very true.
I'm sorry, but
very
Hannah, fuck her.
You know what?
Fuck
As
that
I
bitch,
watch this
honestly.
back, I honestly think Brittany did a lot better than I gave her credit for.
Oh, yeah, no,
in
Brittany
calling
killed.
out the line and pressing. You know what I mean? I just want, I want the blood. You know?
Yeah, we need blood. We need blood.
explanation. That's, hey, I have stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it's not really like an apology
And then Jared's DDoSing Brit as she's talking.
for having deplatforming on. And then it's getting called bullied in SJWs. Like, how can you be on this platform that you make money off of and be free speech and say that?
Lindsay, I had my friend Melanie on to talk about my conversion and her getting married.
Okay, well, your friend's a fucking cunt and everyone hates her. Go ahead.
I did not have her on. I did not have her on to talk about deplatforming.
Well, get felted, and then, then you support it.
That's what it's going to be about.
Well,
you're covering for it.
Yeah, there you go.
But wouldn't she want it to be brought up if it was the case? Like, why are you upset that it was brought? Wouldn't she be like, oh my God, I had no idea. Holy shit, we got to talk about this. This is crazy.
She knew.
But that's not the attitude.
And, all that stuff. And she lied about it.
White blood cell for 5 subs.
She wanted Mel on.
Boy felt it. Says, glad to catch you guys live. You guys are blowing up like Jer's toilet. Nothing blows up quite like Jer's toilet, buddy. That toilet's a sofa seat, buddy. It's sofa.
Look at that.
Under the seat.
Bacon and egg sandwich with cheese. Let's fucking go.
There you go, buddy.
Oof.
But people have the free will to super chat.
I'm starting to feel it.
I felt it. Oh, and sausage.
Gonna super chat in and ask about it.
I didn't know people would be asking about that because I did not associate Jeremy's fuck ups with Melanie. So that's why I was completely overwhelmed.
I'm trying.
When that all came in.
But that's still not, it's not an excuse still. It's just an explanation. All these things are happening.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just, the whole reason for the stream is to give context and explain where I was at.
Well,
people can believe if they want.
Only for context explain.
People can.
That's a lot. Liars always say that. People
Brittany,
can
if you're going to keep interrupting me, I don't see how that's productive.
What? She's not allowed to interrupt.
So is it apology or not?
Like,
that's
what the fuck? This
Chrissie-
is so feminine. This tone policing bullshit. How dare you interrupt? She
Chrissie's
really
a
hasn't
fucking-
interrupted you at all.
I want to know.
Who would you
at
like
this
me to
point,
apologize
Chrissy.
to? You personally?
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
would
that.
say.
Considering you lied to me, threw me under the bus, said I messaged you too late. So there's
I
that
didn't-
part we talked
I didn't
about.
throw you under the bus, Brittany. I didn't.
You said I
have
messaged
lie.
you
did.
too late. 40 minutes is not too late, and you lied about not seeing it.
Brittany, at the time, it was too late for me. I was trying to wrap the show up.
Oh, why didn't
But
you
you
say
lied
that?
and said you didn't see it.
I feel like you're obsessing about this particular point, and that's not.
Of course she is, because you
It's-
lied. Like,
so if
she just laughs in her face, which is so fucking based. This is crazy. Holy fuck, man.
If you're lying, it's
No,
obsessive.
Brittany is fucking a legend for this fucking stream. Honestly, she is so fucking badass here.
If I point out that you are
And by the way, her stream afterwards on Kick, she was going off. She was
I know.
pissed.
She
Why?
had some really fucking high energy, super aggressive, and I wish we saw more of that. But, you know, as I watch this back, I feel like she did do a really good job.
Yeah,
you know, but
really,
at the
really
time
good.
it was happening, like I was just like, Chrissy needs to be crucified, and I was so fucking frustrated, and I just wanted on so badly to scream at her and just blow her the fuck out.
I'm the bully, and that's obsessing.
Okay, let's try to move on. Lindsay, DC.
No,
nothing
I
to
don't
say?
want. I don't want to move on, Chrissy. You're collecting super
No.
chats.
You can
for
have your own
hosting the
stream
platform.
where you
Oh.
discuss this at length, Venti, because
Oh.
I feel like I have addressed it.
Triggered.
You really
You're-
haven't.
you're-
You're saying it's explanation, not an apology at all. For your own co-host was affected by this. How can you call yourself free speech? And this is just an explanation, not
Chrissy's
an
this
apology.
Lindsay,
close to
Lindsay,
kicking
you're-
her from the show. You
Mhm.
can tell Chrissy's about to fucking rage quit. Like she's
Yeah.
about to blow her top.
Mhm.
This is not about the stream I did with Melanie was to talk about my conversion and her getting married.
Yeah, you lied.
Period. I was prepared to do the
Liar,
stream I
liar,
wanted to do
liar,
with her.
liar.
It's irrelevant.
I did not-
though.
But she was lying.
And Camelot has said differently that you did know, and that was the reason you did it, was to exploit the drama for money.
Maybe telling all the people that you DM with that you actually knew about it and you wanted to fucking benefit off of it was a bad idea.
I associate
How about
her with
Chrissy-
Jeremy.
you should Chrissy, why don't you leak your DMs with Camelot then and clear your name if
Yeah.
he's lying?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah.
Because
Fuck
until
up.
otherwise, like I'm gonna go with what he said because you are a known liar based on all of this. So
Mm-hmm.
But Lena told you otherwise twice.
And Melanie told me it was not a big deal in a nothing burger.
Why would you
right.
believe Melanie? I wouldn't believe Melanie if the fucking she told me the sky was blue. I'd be like, okay, it's green then today.
Yeah, and that's a red flag, which means you should look into it. And
Yes.
also, again, you lied to me. So yes, I do expect an apology for you lying on me.
You
I
bitch.
don't
So
think like you. I am not inside your head with you. You are not inside
You don't
my
need my
head with
brain.
me.
What?
It seems
You lied.
This is crazy.
like you're mad at me because I didn't do what you would have done.
You mean the right thing?
Okay,
Like,
so
you tell
this
the truth?
pretty much clarifies that this is about what I would do and not what was right to do.
It
So
seems
lying
like
to me
you're
was right to
upset.
do.
It seems like you're upset
What a
because I didn't
rapening
handle
from
this the way
How could you
would.
tell?
Holy
She
shit!
seems upset because she feels like she was lied to. I think that's and like I said, I don't think the intention matches up, but like that doesn't mean that the result wasn't the same. So while like I said, I feel like there does have to be some meeting in the middle here, and part of that is like Chrissy, maybe you acknowledging that even if that wasn't your intention, and that you really were trying to wrap up the stream, which again I don't think is a lie. I think that the extra time and all that other stuff, it does add up, and I think that she has a right to feel that way.
Yeah,
So
Clark,
again,
I would have
like,
crashed
yeah,
out
I'm
too.
sorry, Ben-
I don't know how Brittany had the patience for this shit because I would have just started screaming. You know, like holy.
Yeah.
If you felt like you were going to come on and then you didn't, like you were all hyped to come on and then
If I
you didn't
felt
come.
like?
I'm sorry that you were hyped to come on and then you didn't come on. Like you were,
But it
probably all
wasn't
for
just the hyped Chrissy. It's the fact that you're like, okay, hey, I'm checking my text for her. I'll let her on. And both of
Right,
you seem
and I
like you're
wasn't
fine with having me on. And then
and I
you
wasn't-
lied.
No, how would you know that Melanie was okay with having me on? You weren't speaking with her.
Well, because on the stream she was nodding her head and smiling and acting like she was okay with
Nodding
it.
her head. You think she was okay? She didn't know
Oh,
that you had.
And you
messaged
could have said she
me.
wasn't.
One Nux guy says you guys have got to be the most dedicated streamers ever. Well, there are people out there who've done the 24-hour, but
the 24 hour always ends up being shit after halfway through.
it's shit because there's no energy. Like you can really, do 10, maybe 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's fucking done.
Well, a 24-hour stream, half
I'm
of it is like you're just watching Channel Awesome movies and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, and you're just sitting there in silence, just watching shit and like trying not to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Do you think
You
she
could
was
have said that
you
she
put
wasn't.
on because she was nodding her head? Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
I'm not going to be gaslit and be called schizophrenic.
Let's
because
go!
People told you.
Woo! Calling it for what it is.
that
She's
bitch
gaslighting.
out.
She's a dirty fucking lying bitch.
They wanted me on. They spammed the chat. You said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have her on. Where's her message? I send you the message. And Melanie, as you're saying this, is like smiling and nodding her head. At no point during this entire time before you end the stream did you say, hey, Melanie doesn't want you on or anything. You just followed up afterward and said, I didn't want to ambush her.
Right. I was focusing on my guest. I'm sorry I didn't bring you on, Venti. I guess I should have stopped reading the chats and had you on so that you could say to her what you wanted to say.
Well, no.
Instead, I wanted to wrap up my show and get through the super chats and try to figure out what the hell just happened.
It's so bitchy and cunty. All you had to do is communicate in an honest way. That's all anybody's saying. You didn't have to let her on, even though that's what chat wanted and what would have been the best content. And it would have actually been super positive for you and everybody would have loved you and you would have made a ton of money and potentially gained like a lot of viewers. You chose poorly, but it would have been okay had you not lied. And then you've been caught in the lies. So you keep doubling down on the lies and gaslighting. It's getting worse and worse and worse. So fuck you.
Imagine Chrissy had Mel on and went, so Mel, you're into deplatforming people, are you? Chrissy would have been like shouted her name from the rooftops. Subscribers, money. Yeah, felt her.
Well, I'm glad that you're admitting the inconsistency here. I appreciate it. Now, the other thing is the bullying thing. So this people don't view this as an apology at this point because it's like, I'm sorry you feel this way. And you use this language a lot.
I definitely said I dropped the ball.
That's not the same.
I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing for having my friend on to talk about
one
my
asked for that.
Apologize for that.
And
I think
it's not about having your friend on. It's about the
definitely not.
platforming and her sweeping for it on your stream, which you benefit from being free speech.
I did not associate her with the quartering's sins and horrible things that he's been doing.
You were
and I
told
feel like that point is not landing.
But you also replied to her on April 9th asking her about it. Nina brought it up to you multiple times. So this comes across as feigning ignorance. It would be smarter to just say, hey,
because it doesn't come across as that.
Hey, I messed up. That's accountability. I'm sorry I messed up. But it's instead this explanation and sweeping under the rug.
I got conflicting messages about the severity and the truth behind the situation.
Shut the fuck up.
Plus, I was also confused by seeing tweets
lying for this long.
That involved he's a cuck. It's
the whole foreshadowing from the beginning with the Nina Infinity stream where she talks about how exhausting it is to maintain a lie like that. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It all fits together so perfectly. It's almost scripted.
My overall feeling was okay, there's drama, but this doesn't have anything to do with Melanie. So I put it aside to focus on what I wanted to talk about Melanie with.
Ed?
Do you see that that's conflicting?
Go
though?
ahead.
That she's
Okay,
sweeping for
sure.
Jeremy and paid by him. Do you see?
Of
Because the
course,
whole
of
point of the
course,
stream
of
isn't to
course.
acknowledge that.
I mean, when you asked her what she would have
Yeah.
asked, the first thing she said was like, "Do you think the question she would have asked is like, do you think that working for him
Thank
means
you
that you have a
guys
conflict of
so
interest when it comes to
much.
calling out his bullshit?" So like, it's not as if and you know, like we can all play hindsight with that, like would you, wouldn't you, whatever, but like that was her answer when you asked that question.
And again, there's going to be people who anything I say is never going to be good enough.
Yep.
And there's people that are so angry that they can't process what I'm saying. And there's going to be people that
Yeah,
Can't
I'm sure.
process what you're saying. We process all your lies.
Yeah, we see through you. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Hang on, what's
my
this?
raging rhino
Oh.
for a gifted sub.
We'll do that nerd-erotic thing on Wednesday, right? That's actually
There's no way, and I'm gonna be real.
I'm actually done, guys. I'm actually done. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I can't do it.
Like,
I'm actually like losing my mind right now. I have been for like 20 minutes.
Junior Bacon Sneedburger for 5 subs and Oof Boof for 5 subs.
I honestly think we need a break.
Let's give her here one more minute.
Oh,
I don't know.
that wants to believe the
I
worst,
actually need to
and
go
that's fine.
fucking
And I
lie
know
down.
I'm not going to win over everybody. I
shaking.
know I'm not going to get everybody to like me or believe me, and that's fine. I just
I'm just kidding.
I had to come on here and clarify some things, and be honest, and that's all we can do.
I'll do
And then
some
it's up
G
to
Fuel.
everybody
You wanna smash
listening
some
to
G Fuel and
decide
figure
how
it
they
out?
feel. And I don't have control over how people
Imagine.
feel and what people
I'll
think
start
about
a
it.
line of G
What I
Fuel.
hear from Brittany too is that like the part of the issue is that there are actual real world implications. It's not just like
Yeah.
Where are we at? 1 hour and 20. What's the timestamp?
1:30. Let's save it. Let's save it.
All right.
The
We're
sun's
gonna
already
finish
rising
that.
in here. It's like so fucking bright in here. Oh my god. Hang on one second.
Girthman for 5 subs. Fantastic. Mr. Knox says, when even Ian Miles Chong responds to the quartering stuff, you know it's beyond screwed, beyond containment when it's reached him. Sneed Cobain with a sub. Earthless says, Chrissie is such a dumb bitch. She platformed Ollie Alexander after the PDF shit came out.
What?
Did she really?
What?
Holy.
Is that true? I don't know if that's true, but it's so bright.
All right. We'll be back. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. Probably not. But depending on what happens, who the fuck knows? Probably back Wednesday at 8:30. Okay. We have a lot of stuff to catch up on, like that we're like partially through. Like I feel so bad that we didn't finish this tonight. But what can you fucking do?
The
like
gist, though, no.
Pretty much.
I
The
think
only
we got
part,
the gist.
honestly, is her saying that she wouldn't bring us on, and coping about that.
Yeah.
But like we all know it's bullshit. Like we all get it. I think it's been established that Chrissie's a liar. Quartering's been exposed big time. We'll deal with the Sydney Watson stuff. Hopefully Sydney comes out and clarifies more exactly what's going on. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It was like kind of fucked. I think that Jer kind of did try and lean on her and is blackmailing her. She's saying otherwise, but of course you're going to say otherwise if you're being blackmailed. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe she just felt like Camelot was misrepresenting what she was saying and she needed to clarify. I don't fucking know. But we'll figure it out. We'll see you guys Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I doubt it at this point, but we'll see.
Isn't it
all right?
Is it Tuesday today?
Yeah.
There's no way tonight that's happening. We need a rest. Let's get some rest and see you Wednesday for another 10-hour show. Another 11-hour show. We'll do another 11-hour on Wednesday, guys. See y'all then.
All right. We'll see you guys then.